I did it.
Holy shit.
I ain't got chow up yet.
2 seconds in, I've demonetized the YouTube video.
You did.
What?
No swears. This is a family show.
Family show. Wholesome time. While we talk about very lovely topics that are nice for the babies.
Like Kuno.
Like
And the dead man in the tree.
Yeah.
In Yu-Gi-Oh.
In
Yes.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Even worse. Did we? The thing said we had.
What do you want to know?
Oh, now that we've inspected the scene, want to know more about this pissing competition you mentioned. I guess that's what the objectives want us to talk about.
What's there to say? It's just stupidity.
Kind of stupid.
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
Yeah, Samu. It's Hobo Cop and regular cop.
Hobo cop.
It's a struggle.
Best friends fighting crime with the hobo and cop powers.
We high-fived.
High five, shooting belt buckles. Hobo
Well,
cop,
sort
get
of.
in.
It's less a matter of
Not
who
shooting
gets to
children,
police
unfortunately.
Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words.
It's Blicky with the sticky.
I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
Cop off.
On.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
You volunteered to spoil it. I think we probably can say these in order. I could do. Wonder what that says about me instead. Oh, what's so special about Martinez? You volunteered to spoil it.
Yes, I am an unrepentant spoil sport.
The lieutenant appears pleased with this. What's special about Martinez?
Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
I love sports.
We all love sports here.
I love when the ball goes in the net.
Yeah.
Once every, like, maybe hour.
Not necessarily every game.
Not necessarily every game. Sometimes you'll just watch a game for fucking 5 years and no one will have scored anything. So it's like, what was the point of me being here?
I love watching people beat each other up over about which set of 11 men kicked the ball in the net better.
I did
Right.
forget to say I was streaming.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
true.
Hey, I'm streaming.
We're not streaming. We're
No.
not live right now. This is not
Hi.
real. Go
This is a
home.
pre-recorded YouTube video.
Go back
I
to
was
your
able
wife
to
and
go there for a
kids.
second. Had to wash my hands.
Ugh.
They smelled of sheep, and I didn't like that when I'm trying to eat my food. I hope the smell goes away. I already washed them once, and the fact that it didn't go away after one wash is making me afraid.
Cheaper. Extremely stinky creatures.
There.
That's
Now
just
my hands
farm
smell
animals in
Play-Doh,
general.
though, and that's actually a much worse smell.
Oh no.
I
And
love
there's
that.
no way to get rid of that smell. I'm gonna throw that soap out.
I guess it's time to cut your hands off.
Guess.
No.
I-
That fix it.
I hate this. Where's my hoodie? I'm gonna wrap my hands in my hoodie so I can smell like.
Nothing's real. This is the Matrix.
Sammy,
Take-
you're just the voice that my tie makes.
Take the red and the blue pill at the same time and see what happens.
Purple pill. You wake up, but you don't remember anything.
Oh.
You
You
wake up in the
very
Welling Rex
confused.
with no memory of the world. I wonder what this says about me. That was sent by my station. He raises an eyebrow, thinking it best to let you take the next move. I was sent to teach you a lesson in style. There can only be one conclusion. I'm the finest we have. A hero cop sent to outperform you in every way imaginable. I must be
This
an
is what
ogre.
peak performance looks like.
Yeah.
Hey, the smell is fading.
An apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message? Don't be scared, but I think I might have supernatural abilities. I probably have an unbelievable kill count. I'm gonna leave why I was sent unspecified. What do we think? We got 6 choices.
I mean, 6 is very in line
A lot.
with our manifesto. So
Yeah.
far.
What's our manifesto so far?
Don't let him know that we don't know what the fuck is going on.
Okay, that's fair.
We did let it on a little bit when we didn't have our gun to shoot the thing down.
We lost. Look, we just ate the gun because we were hungry because we're a hobo cop.
Everyone always says eat lead. I thought you could do it.
Yeah.
Look, I know what dumpster the gun's in, alright? Just shut up. We can go pick it up later.
I know where I left it. I promise.
You left the gun in a random dumpster.
No,
Forget
I'm
about it.
I'm Hobo Cop. That's one of my houses.
It's where I live.
It's my holiday home.
Gonna leave why we were sent unspecified.
The silence.
It's not some
carries.
random dumpster. I know what one it is.
For the competition, then tell me about something else.
Yes, it's a wholly pointless
Ooh,
matter.
XP.
Forget I ever mentioned it.
Oh, formidable logic. Let's go. Oh,
We got
17%. What do you think? We
got
got
it.
this.
hang on. I'm engaging my logic. All right, roll the dice.
I'm putting my hands in the air. I'm giving you my energy.
Because you're the best
Well,
qualified.
That was a
really
fairly
well.
good
That
roll.
doesn't seem right.
All right.
Pretty good
Which
roll.
one of you fuckers didn't believe hard enough?
I had my hands up.
I normally
thinking
touch
really
wood
hard.
when we have to roll dice, but I didn't do that this time. It might have been me.
Oh,
Also, Simu says it was him.
All right, that's it. You're getting a game over. Back to the beginning with the necktie.
You're about to respawn in your bed, Simu. I'm about to make it happen.
You won't like me when I'm angry because your spawn point is missing or obstructed.
We should try and avoid saying dumb brain, I'm good for nothing, I think. That makes sense. I'm exceedingly qualified.
If you're so well qualified, why can't you remember why you were sent? Anyway, don't keep the lieutenant waiting.
Sorry, Kim. Oh, another thing we can do real quick.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
We're running a serial number from a pair of hammered boots.
Sir, officer. What's the number? And the make of the armor, if you know it.
That?
Ah.
That one.
Got it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have dug up something useful by then.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is an inter-Isoleri law enforcement service, the crown jewel in the moral intern diadem, alongside EPIS and the coalition government.
Thanks, Encyclopedia.
57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see
Alright. Let's see if Kuno's advice on how to jump over the roof is helpful. We do have a level up point, which we could either use to try and jump onto the dock, or to try and beg for money again.
I was thinking beg for more money.
I don't care about jumping to the dock. I care about the money.
I want the money.
I'll peek this first then. And if we
It's
can't
vital
do
for the
it,
investigation. We get the dollar bills.
It does sound important.
If we get enough money, we can just buy the killer.
Yo.
That's an ending. Just, I have money now ending.
I bought out the murderer.
I could kind of see that being an ending.
You just hire a hitman to commit more murders, and then you solve them and become the best hobo cop.
Yo.
How is jump performed?
Look on your coat. On the railing.
Oh yeah.
a tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing. No
didn't
one has
help.
claimed it.
Well, we only have one in the step. I think we can boost it by unequipping our shoes.
I have now found out how to hurt my chest if I breathe in hard enough. Let's go.
Oh jeez.
Oh god.
It's kind of cool.
Oh,
Be still, my beating
I
heart.
can do it.
It's amphetamine.
I don't want you to
Sweet
be able to hurt yourself
amphetamine.
on command.
Oh, well, Sylvie, now anyone can do that.
We
I
found
can do it by breathing. It's the efficiency that makes it cool.
The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
someone has taken narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere. I wasn't thinking about taking it, I swear. I was thinking about justice.
Just.
I've heard amphetamines make you a really good detective. Are you a really good detective?
That's really
no.
funny.
What do you want to say?
I want him to like us, but also the last one is really funny.
I love the last one.
Are you a really good detective, Kim?
You're a really good detective, Kim.
No, I'm just a regular detective, thank you very
Oh.
much.
Oh, we can do both.
We can.
I wasn't thinking about taking it, I swear.
Let's think
I
about
don't know, but
justice.
I don't know, saying that is a good idea.
Fucking love justice.
We were thinking about we're saying we weren't thinking about taking it, Shala. We're thinking about something else.
Justice.
Of course, detective. Swift justice. Don't worry, we don't have to investigate every trace of narcotics.
Lieutenant points to the ladder in the corner.
Yeah, swift, lightning justice. Faster, harder, justicer.
But
Justice,
that there was an interesting find. An alternative path into the harbor that the kid uses. Well done.
Found that ages ago, Kim.
I mean, now we can get Kuno's advice, now that we've looked at it? No, because we already spoke. I don't know.
We asked him and he didn't say anything helpful. I just was hoping.
Yeah, pauser.
Just wanted bonus.
Good evening.
Bulls.
Not balls. Not French balls.
Is it the same exact game?
It's the exact same game
Okay.
as balls, it's just French.
So we definitely have a statue of a Petanque player.
You're back. Good.
Right,
What
hang
can
on.
I help you with?
I talked to you too early. I didn't use the level up thing.
We're begging for money! Let's go!
It's time.
Give me the money.
You're back. Good. What can I
Look,
help
So
you
you
with?
really want to give me money?
We have to fuck up so bad for this.
We have
Hang
to
on.
roll double one to miss
I'm
this.
putting my hands in the air.
Please.
Voila.
We rolled 4 on 2 dice. It's pretty good though. We're so likely to win. You seem rich. Can I have some money? Can I have some money, ma'am? Help me. I'm poor. I need money to keep living.
I like that one. Help. Help.
Help.
Ah, yes, of course. I'm sad to hear that. How much do you need?
All of it.
She's
Oh.
surprisingly nonchalant about this. If anything, your finally asking it has relieved some of the tension.
I don't think she's gonna let us have
I think
10,000.
she'll give us 100,000
Yeah.
real. I think she'll give us that money.
I think she'll give us the 10k if we ask.
I need 10,000 real. Do you want to ask?
I think she's only gonna give us
Ooh.
100.
She might give us 100. She probably. I don't think it's physically possible to give us 0.1 cents.
Well, I give us 1. Honestly, I think that 1 is the right choice, but I think 100, she might do 100.
Do you want to stretch to 100?
I
We
think
do-
100 would help out a lot
That would
for
help
us,
us pay
regardless.
Okay.
the room bill.
How much was the room bill?
I think
it
it's like 130, but I can't remember if we might have got
Yeah.
down to 100.
I think it was 100 and something. Okay.
Need
And yeah, it would help
100.
out.
I believe.
That's a good sum. Not too small, not fantastically large.
Reaches into a raincoat and pulls out a zip bag. In it, you see pepper notes arranged like black gills.
She removes a few notes and hands them to you. The paper is cold.
If we had asked for
oily
10k,
to the
what would she have
touch.
done?
I've
So,
never
I hope I
asked for
didn't
10k or
describe
seen
you,
anyone
officer.
ask for
It may
10k.
not be technically illegal under the Emergency Act, but
I'm gonna
still.
look.
I'm your little peon now.
You bribed me, alright? I'm your little peon now.
Oh.
I am an honourable policeman, one of the few good men in Revachol. Funny that you're worried about this and not your ruthless exploitation of the entire human race.
Jesus.
That's a communism option.
I'm still getting my head around this whole money concept. You were just helping me out. I want to talk about something
I
else.
want to talk about something.
What were we saying?
Oh man, I do like I like the peon one and I like the human race one.
I like one.
You illustrate the expression by holding an imaginary and very, very tiny peon between your thumb and index finger.
You're
Thanks,
right,
it's
man,
amazing.
that donations are permitted under the Emergency Act, unseemly as it may be, as long as they are properly logged with the precinct.
Which he most certainly will do. Now, how else can I help the RCM today, besides supplementing its salaries?
Do you want to ask her about the dead guy? Or any?
Probably should.
Probably.
Why
Can we ask her for more money?
I don't think there's an option to do that.
Well, I've achieved my goal. I'm gonna leave the stream now.
That was all. That was
the
all
money.
Lucian wanted.
Can I ask about her job?
It's alright, I'll see you for Resident Evil 4 later.
I'll see you guys in like 3 months. Bye.
What about Fire Emblem 4? We love Fire Emblem 4.
That game's not real. That game's not real. You didn't. It's not. It doesn't exist. You're playing Berseria Saga. Not what it's called. That's not what it's called.
Bowick Saga.
Bowick Saga. Berseria's a Tales game.
Yeah.
We'll just go down the list.
Let's just
Don't-
ask her
Yeah,
about
let's
things.
ask
Not that
her.
we
Yeah.
excessively begged for money.
Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do?
What we do.
We were right to
I'm
not ask
afraid
for
I don't
10k.
speak for Wild Pines
What
as
happens?
a whole.
See,
It is a
She
giant
says it's too
undertaking.
much and she's not willing
Yeah.
to pay.
Oh, does it
And
like
if you ask for a 1
make you
cent,
ask
she
for-
also says it's too little and she's not willing to pay.
does it just like you could keep going until you ask for
No.
the right amount, or does she just kick you out?
She kicks you out, that's it.
Dang.
You just don't get to do it again. At least that's what I'm gathering from online. Frankly, it was really hard to just figure that out. I had to look up so many different things.
Jeez. There is a
So I was-
website where that has the entire game script in it, but I don't know how you navigate that.
Yo, you could take that and make a D&D campaign out of it.
This game was initially the like law was initially built for like a D&D game.
game
So
was-
most likely people have already made D&D campaigns for this game.
Possibly. Well, definitely the people who made the game have.
It feels very Call of Cthulhu-esque. Like less D&D, more Call of Cthulhu adjacent with like the skills and the and that kind of stuff. It's very
Kind of cool if
tabletop-y.
you. Oh. The skills are just like the bits of his personality. Every player would have their own different skills.
I want to put more points to electrochemistry because I feel like he would be funny to listen to.
We can only put 1 point in, but we can put
Oh.
a point in. We get a bonus from wearing the funny sunglasses.
yeah.
Yo, oh yeah, those sunglasses that we bought.
Yeah.
What does the necktie give us? Or is the necktie just sentient and he's just existing?
I think all it does right now is give us a point in Inland Empire. But if
Of
you
course. I love that skill.
follow through with the neckties quest, you do get more bonuses eventually. Don't worry about it.
There was a touch of
So
discomfort
excited.
there. She wants to merely represent.
What do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo-tribes remain.
I want to ask, how much money does Wild Pines have? What are the other Indo? Should I ask Encyclopedia? Do we want to know more about the Indo tribes, or do we want Encyclopedia to
Yeah!
stop?
You know, Encyclopedia's trying his
no.
best.
Yeah.
Let's in
So-
Jim.
I am so
Son
curious.
Baptiste, LUM, an unknown entity known as Brightest Star.
Oh, I took away one of the options.
I do feel like Encyclopedia adds like a third of the game time for our streams.
He's got a
just
lot
be-
to say.
He's got a whole encyclopedia to read. Like,
Know so much about things that are not directly relevant to what we're doing.
Why, thank you.
She does not
How much
register the
money?
real meaning of this remark.
how much money does Wild Pines have?
How much money does Wild Pines have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
Holy shit.
Billion?
Encyclopedia does not understand what a billion is. We can ask, what is a billion?
It's like, wow.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's it? I thought it was supposed to be big time.
Oh,
The money
Yeah,
I
it's
always
so-
so
We
much
just
less
asked
than
for
that.
100.
She doesn't have a billion, but the company has like
Yeah.
billions.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. She could cut us a small slice of that pie.
Should we say the money I owe is so much less? What are we
I
saying?
also like numbers like that mean nothing to me because
Yeah.
what is a billion?
What is a billion? We literally don't know. It's got numbers like that mean nothing to me.
Yes, past a certain point, numbers begin to seem imaginary, but they are quite real for the 72,000 employees who depend on Wild Pines for their paychecks. A conglomerate the size of Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving and growing, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It is a tremendous responsibility.
Just
Oh,
needs
boy.
to keep growing forever.
Yeah, that's not okay.
Just
I'm not gonna talk economics. Let's just
Perpetual
not.
growth
I'm just
forever.
not gonna. I'm not taking that
Uninterrupted.
bait.
Where
Oh,
does
boy.
Wild Pines get all these billions?
They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when Pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lomantang on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
It is very hard to like get around in this world. There is a reason for that. I'm hoping we find out about it in this run, but you don't necessarily find out about it. Probably helps to stay out with a royal monopoly. What does such a huge system want with a place like this? I can probably say both. I kind of want to ask that.
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
It's quite the endeavour. You don't keep it moving, the workers do. The company's nothing without them. Do we want to be a communist?
That's that's more socialist than communist, but yeah.
They'd probably still give us 4 experience points.
Yeah.
We built this district.
There it is. She owns up to it.
All the best parts of it. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, with its bastions. The plazas Meteor and Mosaic. Even some of the old street lamps have been put back thanks to the investments from the WP.
Points behind you where the seawall rises.
Before Martinez was swallowed by the industrial harbour, even before it was part of Revachol, long before Terminal B was erected here, the Pines built it as a resort for its Revacholian employees. A company getaway, for a weekend or a summer holiday. Then came the revolution. But that's another matter. I'm here to make sure the Pines can fulfill their responsibilities to the place they built.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
Jeez. What can you tell me about the strike?
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
Why if I want to hear trade secrets? What's your role in this precisely? I have other questions.
I want to hear the trade secrets.
Tell us some trade secrets.
First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Elements that gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus.
I will slay the octopus. How do I repeal it, then? One wants to disturb an octopus, better leave it be. Slay an octopus. Nah, octopus can nap.
I am glad you see it that way. To repeal the Act would mean repealing the coalition government, the one that leases you the right to police West Revachol. But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike.
What's your role in this precisely?
I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter 20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
That's just Measurehead.
Yes, Jean-Luc Measurehead.
She leans back and rolls her eyes. How were the talks going before the lynching?
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
Looks like it's nuts.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This lady's posh as hell.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
Ludicrous even. It's meant.
What happened to Gaumont?
Mr. Clare told him to... How did he put it?
She pauses to compose herself.
Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Is that cool or not cool?
Not very cool.
Not cool.
Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
What are the demands?
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes. Every worker, a member of the board.
I like it. I don't know what to think about that over-aggressive commie posturing. Seems like they have no idea about business. Have we got any preference?
I like pretending we know about business.
They have no idea about business.
In its defense, another said, demand democracy. Pretty tame stuff compared to every worker, a member of the board.
What does that even mean?
It's quite simple, you see. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about what? About anything really, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
Oh,
That's pretty funny. The workers can't be kings. The king is king. The king is dead. Long live the workers. What are you going to do? Do we want to say a political thing before we move on?
King is dead. Long live the workers.
Long live the workers.
That may well be. It's not up to me to decide who is king, but as
Ah.
negotiations go,
Welcome back.
it's not a swell start.
Isn't
Discord's gonna fuck you.
Discord likes to explode. Don't worry about it.
Oh jeez. Is it better now or?
Yeah, I'm back. My Discord just went down for a bit there.
Okay. What are you gonna do?
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the boyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
Love manana.
This checks out.
Scabs at the gate. Did you put them there?
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the Union refuses to? If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not right now, at least.
Mm-hmm.
It's implied she's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
Okay. What do you think of the Union boss, Mr. Clare?
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
Really?
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
She doesn't like the boss of the Union.
Really?
If you were to prick it with something sharp, you could see it oozing out. A knife, maybe? No, a rapier.
In fairness, we haven't met him yet. We'll see what everyone thinks of him when we get there.
Oh boy.
Is he that bad? He can't be that bad. Everett is a hero of the workers' movement, so nothing. We'll go with that. Can't be that bad.
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
Wait, there are two of him?
Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
Does seem a little bit corrupt.
Just a smidgen.
Just a little.
What about the Union itself outside of the Brothers Clare?
The Debardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organised labour at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The Brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
She hesitates, looking for the right expression.
A mob. The Debardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother.
She turns to you.
And your opinion, detective? If I may ask. I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Debardeurs Union is...
An effective advocate for the rights of the local working man. A giant leech sucking the life out of Revachol. Basically a socialist mob. I prefer not to have an opinion on these things. We don't really know, because we woke up this morning with no knowledge of anything outside
I
of the
don't
hotel room.
think we're valid to have an opinion on matters.
We could decide we have one very suddenly for no obvious reason.
We could be a communist for that sweet, sweet experience.
Do you want those far experience points? We could level up and jump onto the dock.
I do like experience points.
It's an effective advocate for the rights of the local working man.
Why do you think so?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. She
Oh no! Oh shit!
Between Evrat, the human leech, and Measurehead, this union sounds like a motley crew. I'm into it. Wink.
Wink.
Sounds like they're all Revachol.
Nudge.
I'm all Revachol too. To hell with the rest. They're good labor men. Can't fault them for a little corruption.
Wink.
Wink. I'm into
Wink.
it.
Well, I suppose that's one way to look at it. They're an interesting composition, albeit vile. But enough about Evrat. What else can I do for you?
One more thing. You said something happened in the elections.
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Disappeared?
Oh.
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore. Or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
It happens is an interesting option. Eerie. Just eerie. Eerie will do.
Downright
It just
haunting,
be like that.
if you ask me.
Sometimes
The
you just
Wild
wake
Times
up and your legs
suspected
don't
foul
work.
play. But what could they do?
And you can't go to work
It was a
anymore.
union matter.
Sometimes you just wake up and there's a horse's head in your bed for no reason. Who knows how that got there?
The point of the presentation
to anyone.
is these
Happened
kinds
to
of
you.
things happen around the Clares.
I
Watch
really
out when
don't
you're
think
dealing
so.
with them.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
Of course. How else can I help?
Okay, what do you know about the lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid.
She fell silent for a moment, contemplating something.
The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant
That might be
Kitsuragi
an
from
issue.
Precinct
That
57.
might be a problem.
And this is my colleague from Precinct 41.
He waits for you to show your badge.
Uh-oh.
My
badge
badge!
that I have-
Yes!
that I have
Yes,
on
of course!
My badge that I have on me!
Kuno stole my fucking badge!
That would be a good one. That should be like a check. I don't seem to have my badge on me, actually. Oh, which one?
My badge!
My
Yes,
badge, yes, of course. My badge that I have on me.
He
Yeah!
looks at you expectantly.
Oh,
Then it dawns on him.
I don't have my badge, actually.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
Remember when my partner told you I'd recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to it.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
I could have
yes.
eaten it for all I know.
I don't remember anything. This world is saying nothing. I'll just, yeah.
Probably just in our drawer somewhere.
Let's imagine we just like left it at home. It's just like on the fireplace at home. We just forgot it.
We don't know where our home is.
Exactly. If we remember where our home is, the game ends.
We just go home. Could have eaten it for all I know.
Oh dear. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I don't even know how to respond. I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking such a condition.
A
As
hunt
I
of
said,
real.
ma'am, his technique may
Yeah.
be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize. but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Hang on.
New quest.
She's a professional negotiator.
Wait.
She should be
wait.
open to some sort of mutually beneficial
Oh.
arrangement.
Time to make a roll. I saw a 5. I was.
It's 58.
No, she has
Need a
sympathy for her
7.
amnesia.
Could ask what kind of arrangement would it be to suggestion. I don't know if that'd help.
Might give us something.
Yeah.
I mean, favors for favors.
Oh,
A dirty alliance of
Oh.
some sort.
we gotta
Oh,
try.
now we gotta
Let's
do it.
do it.
Easy.
Let's
Just
fucking go!
We
Like I
passed
said,
the check.
Nice and dirty.
Surely there's some other way to demonstrate our law enforcement credentials.
We give her back the 100 real.
Yes,
she
if you
just
could
gave
show
her
me
the
the
square
gun you
dollar.
have, that would be great. Oh, oh shit.
Kim, give me your gun. I'm going to shoot this woman. Detective, I don't think I'm going to shoot this woman.
I'm shooting the boat. Please do not shoot. I'm shooting the boat.
There's a check letter where you're doing like a negotiation, like a tense negotiation. And if you fail a red check, one of the options is, Kim, quick, give me your gun.
I will be frank with you.
I want
If
that. I
I'm
want to
going to
do
break
that.
protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Like what?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
They're profiting from this trade.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones. Or you can recover your badge, though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Excuse us for a moment, madame.
We should try to find our thing first.
I mean, maybe.
This is not going
Give me
quite
the
as I
gun.
hoped it would.
I'm going to shoot the boat, Kim.
I'm gonna board the ship, Kim.
We're going to steal the boat and sail off into the sunset. It's going to be beautiful.
That does sound very romantic.
I'm into it, detective. Here's my gun.
Dap me.
Tap me up for me. We just high five and shoot the woman in the head.
Should probably have walked further away to have this conversation.
Let's have this private conversation. Turns to the right. So,
How did you hope
private
it would go?
conversation.
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchmen.
That was going so well. Oh, a henchman now?
I don't like playing stupid in that regard. I'm like, really? I thought it was going really well.
I think it was going well. We got 100 real from her, Kim.
We're
Yeah.
really well. We're rich.
This
We're
woman
rich.
is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
I do.
He
agree
doesn't
with
let it
him
show,
on that.
but there is a limit
Yeah.
to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
We did succeed in a check to get to this point where she's absolutely just using us.
Fuck. So we shouldn't have done that. Well,
I'm sorry for putting us in this situation. I'll handle it. What do you propose? That we don't investigate the drug trafficking? We could just find my badge.
Yeah, we could just like try to find my
Yeah.
badge.
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large, and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters. You
Well,
could
Kim,
request a new one from your
you're thinking
station,
about this
but that would
too
literally take
logically.
months.
Either we find my badge or we don't find my badge. It's a 50-50 shot.
That is what? No.
Detective, that's not how statistics work. No, Kim, it's 50-50. Trust me, I'm a
That
gambler.
is not a 50-50.
Sorry for putting
You
us
had
in
no
this
money
situation.
until 2 seconds ago. You were a bad gambler.
I might have
We had
loads of money,
55
kid. We don't
cents.
know. My badge might be on top of a pile of gold doubloons.
I'm sure you will, Detective.
What do you propose? That we don't investigate the drug? I didn't really want to be sassy with Kim.
I mean, it is a
Yeah.
valid point, though.
Yeah, I
like,
guess.
why doesn't he want to invest? I guess he just doesn't want to waste time.
Yeah, we can say.
No.
Yeah.
If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it.
This is fair. We're actually like in the middle of quite a difficult political situation, despite the fact that like Kim has no interest in that whatsoever. We do.
We kind of have to at least give it a shot.
We have to manage our PR here very carefully.
What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
Let's get back to her then.
Thanks, Kimmy, my boy.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Tell us about the drug trafficking.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samaran Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Let me get this straight. The materials come from Samara to Revachol through the terminal.
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
Oh, we're in logistics seems a strange excuse for knowing all that. Want us to investigate?
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
I think Measurehead would cooperate.
Yeah, definitely. Seems like an alright guy.
He seems like a
Lorries.
reasonable gentleman.
Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers, well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they are vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
She gives you a knowing look.
Oh
I'll
no,
be
don't tell me our
explicit.
friend's gonna,
If you
like the
find this
friendly lorry
driver,
driver guy is
I
gonna
will
be
share
like,
company secrets with you.
I mean, do you want to ask him? We
I don't
don't
wanna-
have
I
to
don't
do
wa-
anything.
I don't want to arrest him.
I don't want to arrest him. He's nice.
Yeah, he seems friendly.
Why didn't you come to the SEM earlier? It's no coincidence the lorries are stranded like that, is it? What proof do you have that the Union's involved? I made up my mind. I don't know what I mean by this. What we mean by this?
Yeah, like,
so,
they're there because the dock's closed.
Yeah. They can't go anywhere.
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However,
Okay, I guess the cat got back either because the drawbridge got raised. So that's why they're just stranded on the road.
That's totally not like irresponsible.
It's pretty.
this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue.
It's a little shady to to be doing this to people.
Thousands of litres of raw
To be trapping
ingredients
them on
will
the
pour
road.
onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Tract and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wandered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
And you come to the RCM earlier.
We did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of
rough.
inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
We know the company has launched
just
its
find
own
out about
probe
that?
into the union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
What proof do you have?
How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
And the strike's being funded with sauce ingredients for drugs.
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
We've made up our mind about the smuggling investigation.
Yes?
I guess we probably have to take the case. Probe the drivers, see what yields. We could not if we want. If we don't. We are allowed to not take the case.
What if we take the case, find our badge?
Yeah, we could
And
take the
do
case and
both.
then not do it.
That sounds very responsible.
Yeah.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something.
I think we've talked to all 3. One of them's the old lady who we couldn't get to notice us. One of them is racist lorry driver, and one of them's our friend.
It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
It seems a little rude to just come up to someone and show them a picture of a dead body. But we could ask her about the tattoos.
We could.
Or we could ask her, you seem smart. I need someone to give me a lowdown on this reality we're in. Oh, we could go talk to someone else. We have talked to Joyce for a very long time.
I think we should just show her the thing. Fuck it.
Hey, check out this cool dead body I found.
That's the
Yeah.
man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
No.
Okay.
So you know something?
Better not tie the forestay
Meg,
to the
sorry,
backstay on
I had to
this.
sort something.
I hope there is something else I can help you with.
She wants
taken the
to answer the
case.
question. Protocol keeps her from it.
Should we ask her about reality, or should we go talk to someone else?
I mean, let's throw her a curveball. Tell me about this reality.
Tell me about reality.
This reality.
She pulls her hood closer around her neck.
Yes, reality is your side case. An
Next drama.
experimental side case.
Thanks, conceptualization.
I'm conducting a personal investigation into the world I find myself in. It's related to that medical episode. I have trouble remembering even the most basic terms of reality. No time to explain, just give me the lowdown. Do you want to say no time to explain, just give
Just
me
like
the lowdown?
grab her coat and just like, no time to explain.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Tell me, what's reality?
No, but please,
Oh,
a little context. We're not in such a hurry.
We have time for you to tell me why you need a reality lowdown.
conducting a personal investigation into the world I find myself in.
Extremely
Bless
curious.
you.
A sort of philosopher detective.
My theory is that this inquiry into the nature of reality will ultimately converge with our murder investigation. They're really one and the same. Oh, actually, that's not why I need you to give me the lowdown. We could go back.
I think we commit to it.
Are they now?
The lieutenant cocks one eyebrow.
A deep
Got
throat
it
is
alive. There we
Did
go.
the machine
I'll
spirit
assist you
actually
however I
get
can,
through
then.
Router?
Go
I
ahead.
don't know.
Ask.
Okay.
But I'm here, and that's what matters for now.
I'm gonna go attack a man for the Mechanicum. Give me a
All right,
second.
we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
Okay. Encyclopedia says I have to ask where are we?
Okay.
We're in Martinez, baby.
Baby?
Maybe.
Baby.
A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed.
We're also a disco. This is what a disco holdover looks like. What do you mean?
Aren't we all?
What's Martinez?
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour, north of the 881 and Jamrock. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year.
Tell me more of Martinez.
I'm not a good ambassador. I've only been here once before, as a teenager. Not a lot has changed. There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds, boys with boxy shoulders. As I told you, Martinez used to be a province, a workers' resort before the city swallowed it and the artillery did its part. Now the reeds are the real star of the show here. The further down the coast, the wilder it gets.
What sea is this?
It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol. And the bay feeds into the ocean.
We near the ocean?
Yes. We're on an island in an ocean, the world's largest body of water, the Insulindic.
Known to the early Revacholians as Les Immensités Bleues, the Blue Immensities. Vast, lukewarm, and
The light
unknowable,
just came on the boat.
flowing in and out of sight.
We have been talking to Joyce for like 2 hours in game time. What's the name of this island?
Caillou, as you already know. Imagine a pebble. A smoothed-over pebble amidst a great blue sea, misshapen, cracked. The cracks are the River Esperance. We're in the delta of this river, on the 6th branch, the Martinez Distributary.
Joyce is like... The company she works for is like... incredibly evil. She's very charismatic. She's fun to listen to.
She just talking.
She's just talking.
It is clear this pebble is of enormous value to her, and to humanity at large.
That's Martinez. What's Revachol?
Revachol? Revachol is what you call a city,
What's it say?
the great kind.
As if it's self-explanatory, beyond patriotism, a fact.
What makes Revachol great?
History detective. They built this city to resolve history. Our part in it, at least. Our centuries.
Who built the city?
The nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Semenine and Ile Marat, depending on your creed.
When was Revachol built?
In the DeLorean century. 380 years ago.
I kind of understand how they measure time. Sorry. That was me realizing. That's the innocence who was around at the time. I know how it works. Why will it resolve history?
They say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered. The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest. By that I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men.
Why here?
We are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people in the middle of the Insulindic Ocean, the world's connective tissue. It's where the money is.
Tissue.
I don't like the way she says tissue.
She's got a few of those, just extremely posh pronunciations.
It's funny how everyone here is French and she's extremely British.
Yeah. But she is also, like, explicitly not from here. Like, she just showed up on a boat.
Oh, okay.
She's from the company.
Yeah, but like, the company surely is based in the city of Revachol, or is that not the case?
I'm pretty sure it's specifically not based here. There's a kind of the way the like revolution happened. The coalition that like basically like the UN is like from outside of Revachol. There's like a coalition of nations, and that's where the Wild Pines will be based.
Okay.
Yeah. An unimportant part of an important place. Pretty much at the center of the world. We're on the periphery, basically nobodies. I mean, she said that one.
Oh, we're quite a way off. About
She points across the water where skyscrapers rise.
22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom floors are Insiacom. Coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
Look to the sea.
Silence. She lowers her hand. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first time.
Where are we? I don't know any of this. Say nothing. Observe the large body of water swelling. Cold.
Let's say nothing.
Yeah, let's get deep.
Let's
She
engage
observes
with Inland
your
Empire.
eyes scanning the horizon, then breaks the silence, slowly. This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Did unlock a thought for that.
Let's
Was
go.
there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown.
This has been informative. Thank you, ma'am.
Kim, we were
I'm sure
learning
my
about
memory
reality.
impaired partner has many more questions
That
to
was
ask,
more important
about even
than
more
the
fundamental
case.
aspects of reality.
No.
Really is the case. We're a holistic detective.
Might I suggest not asking them all right now? Ma'am, Messier will be here later too, and tomorrow. Isn't that true, ma'am?
Absolutely. My commitment here is long term.
You're right, Lieutenant. I'll continue later. But I want to know everything now. Why I be lazy if I don't do it all now?
We should trust Kim. Like, yeah, Kim, okay.
Okay, Kim.
It's better not to eat all
Yes,
your candy
dear.
at once.
I want them to be so gay for each other.
Indeed. I'm always at your service.
Why is there a 20? Oh god.
Reach for something fundamental. I think I know what that one is. We need to find out more about the world to make this one more possible. To even know what to ask for, we'd need to know more. We could ask for something close to us. That one's a lot easier. We
Let's,
could.
let's leave. Let's come back
Yeah.
later. We've
Yeah.
got
Been of
money.
assistance.
We've been made into a henchman.
Yeah.
Kim was like, hey, I think we've been on here on stream for a bit too long, and one person, we should probably move on and talk to someone.
The viewers are not happy, detective. What are you talking about, Kim?
It's all about that content.
Worked out great for me. None of it didn't miss
A
anything.
sturdy metal door guards the
Missed all
southwest
about the
entrance
world.
to the apartment.
We know so
no.
much.
It's locked. This could be a way into the apartment building the smoking man vanished into.
I wasn't sure if we'd be able to ask the lady again near that we talked to the smoking man and he didn't let us in. I checked the backyard, I couldn't get in that way.
Good. We had enough problems with
Artie.
bums and drunks and thieves loitering in the hallway. You have no business here.
Kim's
Kim
here.
is... Both of the bonus authority are just Kim is doing his fucking job.
Yeah, it's a lot easier for people to believe Kim is a cop than us. That makes sense. That checks out.
Oh my...
You're well
Whoa!
versed in the kind
We're on to double six
of
again.
it
Should
comes
have
from,
spin kicked Measurehead.
but in fact
We
has
should
no
have spin
meaning
kicked.
whatsoever.
Kim, go spin kick Measurehead right now.
Ma'am, your non-compliance is hindering a police matter. I may be forced to refer you for potential prosecution. Well, that's in the kind of threatening legalese that implies criminal liability but has no meaning at all.
Yeah.
That's a cop move.
Pay your TV license so you'll get a fine.
You know me, boy.
Miss, would it help if we offer to show you our badges?
One of our
Oh,
badges.
shit. One
Fuck,
singular
no.
badge.
You get one.
We only have one badge. We've only
Everyone
reached
gets
drop.
one.
Sort of.
Hold your horses.
Yeah, the click of the night latch before the lady on the other side gets caught in a coughing spasm.
I don't care about your stinking badge. Just come in.
She manages to say with a wheeze.
Oh, thank goodness.
And we open the door, she just shoots us.
It was a broom in the picture the whole
Yeah,
time.
I thought it was a shotgun. the whole
Yeah.
time. I was like, she has a shotgun. I'm genuinely scared.
She's just a sweeping lady.
Give me a moment.
Elderly woman's leaning on her broom, her knuckles white as bone. Seems to be having difficulty breathing.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
She sneezes into a dirty handkerchief. We shouldn't say that. We don't have a badge. Should we ask questions or should we just leave it to it?
Let's just leave her alone.
Yeah.
I think she let us in.
Yeah.
She seems like, should I call a doctor? She'd be like, yeah, no fucking shit. Like,
Like, in this economy would probably be the answer.
Yeah. She can't afford a doctor. Neither can we.
We can just go in here. Yo,
Yeah.
fridge.
Wall's falling down. I'm grocery listing checks. There is Nosafed and 20 cents in the fridge.
yo.
Yo, drugs and money? Wait, no, that's not drugs. Is it drugs?
It's like
Oh,
mild
it's
painkiller, I think.
pharmaceutical drugs. Right, okay.
Yeah.
We can take damage and won't just die.
I think we should kick a wall.
We could. We could survive that 2 times now.
Maybe our badge is here.
Alright, I should
Doubt
check the
it.
doors.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10. The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. You can feel tension on the other side. A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a
That
closet.
is not what that says. It's time the steps come closer. Who is this? Demands a female voice, wary and tense. This is the police. Open up.
Do I have to open the door?
Yeah, the clacking of heels again as the other side walks right up to the door. Her tone is now getting a defensive edge.
Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
That's fair.
My badge could be in there, Kim. You don't understand.
That's true. We have to search every apartment.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says, number 11. No reply. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
We get -10. Wait, look at that again.
We don't have it in our hand.
Okay, I was like...
There we go. Oh.
Yo, vandalism, let's go.
Should we? We could not
This
break
door
into
has
the
been
apartment.
closed with a padlock.
We have such a
Chalk-drawn
good
number
chance,
on the board
though.
says,
Yeah,
number
let's do it.
11.
Fuck it.
Look, we're police. That isn't technically trespassing.
Yeah.
Official police business.
We're allowed to do crimes. That's what our gang's for.
The shackle snaps
Yes.
like a
We
twig,
haven't failed a
and
check
the lock
today.
falls to the floor with a little
I
thud.
think we failed the first one.
It should be possible to enter now.
No,
After you,
Okay.
detective.
I don't think so. I think we've passed every check. I think we looked at one that was basically impossible and went no.
Yeah. That happened. Critical theory.
Oh.
Revolutionaries love to pose with guns.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Mazov. Honestly, he does kind of look like you after all.
Kim, you have to admit, this Krasmazov bears a striking resemblance to me.
Hold
Yes.
on.
We're
a sec.
practically brothers,
Is
Kim.
this why you broke in here? To find out whether you're Krasmazov?
Yes.
I have to consider all the possibilities.
Yeah.
Except that Krasmazov is dead. He's been dead for 50 years now.
Just humor
Just
me for a
humor me,
moment.
Kim. Come
I
on.
see the resemblance.
Well, you both do seem to share an affinity for sideburns. But it seems like old Kras here didn't drink nearly as much as you.
I guess he isn't
He's dead. you don't know
exactly
that.
Karl Marx then, if we're saying he didn't drink that much.
I'm gonna say Karl Marx liked his alcohol.
Liked drinking, getting into fights, not winning those fights. Like a real communist.
Don't say that.
Kim, I have a problem.
I have a problem with alcohol.
That's the first
You do,
step to
but
like
that's not
progress.
the point. The point is, he doesn't look like you.
Oh.
Maybe this bus shows him before he started drinking.
Yeah. That'd be funny.
Very well. Let's look for identifying features then. Doesn't he
Yeah.
have a birthmark right here? What about you?
Until I can't see my face.
All right, but here's the big thing. Krasmazov looks Samaran, and you don't.
No, he doesn't. I'm Pat Samaran. Right, that's something we definitely don't have in common.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. Look at his eyes. Wasn't his mother a Samaran immigrant?
I'm Pat Samaran myself.
Sure.
Okay, you win. Be Krasmazov then. I don't care. Why are you so hell-bent on proving that you're Krasmazov anyway?
Because I'm a communard. Because I believe a powerful nation state is the only way to protect the working class from subhumans. Because actually, he wanted stability and incremental progress, and so do I. Because he was totally a gangster and a bank robber who went for all the cash in the world. That's me. I don't know, it's just a feeling I have, but I trust my feelings. What do we...
I feel like 3 is a good answer, but 4 is hilarious.
4 is really funny. I like 5 in the opening up. Like I can see like, yeah, just vibing Kim.
That is
I like my feelings.
She's like take Kim aside. Kim, it's a bit. You've got to go with the bit, Kim. This is what we do. We have a back and forth. It's a buddy cop thing.
It's just, gotta trust my hunches, Kim. I'm a detective.
All right.
We're trying
Kras,
so hard.
If you say so.
That gave us a thought as well.
Yeah.
Why does the tenant have a bust of Krasmazov in their bedroom?
The White Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
Do you want to salute him?
Yeah.
Whoever lives here definitely shares your enthusiasm.
He leans closer to inspect the photos of revolutionaries on the wall.
There aren't many communists around. Not after the revolution. Some youth still keep the ideology going, it seems.
Well, that conversation was worth it. That
Got
was
a
worth
level.
breaking in
You got a
here.
bullet.
Bullet in a jacket. Every time we find clothes, I do have to check how they look on him.
Oh,
Oh,
I like the jacket actually.
I kind of like it.
Okay, I'll try the white jacket.
We got a level. What do we want to do with the level? Do we want to get some electrochemistry? Or do we want to jump better?
I mean, I'm down for either.
I like a little electrochemistry.
We're doing electrochemistry. We should do it now, because then it gives him more time to talk.
Yeah.
So,
True.
let's go.
How do we get the cap for electrochemistry up? Do we just have to like get skills?
Increase the physique.
I think we'd probably need a thought. We can't ever increase physique. That's stuck there.
That's stuck
But-
at one.
We could find thoughts that'll boost the cap for electrochemistry.
Or we're out of thought bubbles.
Yeah, but one day. I like 2 thoughts today. Something you can't get out of your head. Krasmazov, the father of scientific communism, the premier of the Communist Party of Shastingrad during the anti-centennial revolution, head of the 11-day government, sideburn-toting, bearded figurehead of the movement, shot himself in the mouth and died. One day in his cabin, as things were collapsing around him, just gave up. It's not good propaganda, is it? Be a communist, shoot yourself in the mouth. Something about this irks you. It's bad PR. Jamevu. Revachol Special Administrative Region, Lakayu, the Insulindian Ocean, Coalition Government, Insulindian Mission Command. Name after name and none of them familiar. They seem real, but something's wrong. You feel like a kid looking at stickers on the fridge. Travant, the Apricot Company, World Games 34. You can almost see your hand reaching out for them. Scratch at the corners, see if they peel loose. This feels like the most important of all the thoughts, the one you truly must complete. I mean, we've also got the High Five Kim thought, so I don't know if it's the most important thought.
I'm gonna say, high-fiving Kim was the best thing we ever did. That's our best achievement. We should shut this door. Can we shut this door?
There we go.
Padlock fell off.
It's like we were never here.
Did we find a bullet, by the way?
Yeah.
We did.
Found
I
a
assume.
bullet.
I assume because Kim only had like a few bullets in his gun, so surely we can. Maybe the game tracks ammo.
Maybe.
Oh,
That isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words. The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mezov and the communards during the revolution.
Thanks, Encyclopedia.
Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure.
If you're a communist and you look at the star, if you don't have enough volition, I think it hurts you. I think it makes you sad. But we have 6 volition, so we're good forever. Why is the star upside down?
To symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it.
What's the deal with the antlers?
The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world, and at the same time above it.
Why is it white?
Because white is the color of peace.
What does it evoke in me?
Gone.
Oh, okay,
Gone
never
is
mind.
the
It does
glory
still hurt you.
of hope. Only the scribblings of impoverished students remain in dirty hallways. You are the big communism builder now. It's you or no one.
We are Krasmazov, as we've established. It's all down to us.
Yo, cleaning chemicals, drink them.
Yummy.
Yummy.
Gotta make my insides all clean.
Girl dinner. I have to keep I've only got my headphones half on because I'm keeping an ear out for my little brother who's getting home soon.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So I'm kind of in and out right now.
Oh, okay.
Because the youth club that's nearby us, it's my mom's turn tonight to help supervise. So I am currently on must keep ear out for child duty.
We have found a bottle of alcohol. I think electrochemistry will talk to us if we equip it. What do you think?
Oh.
Do we want to hear what he has to say?
I wanted to try to be a good bean for day one. I wanted to try to be a little sober for the drinking.
We're gonna get a 1-day patch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, Kim, see, I can go a day without it.
Oh, we're up here where the smoking man was.
Yeah. I forgot to check the one at the other side. We can go up to where Cindy the fucking skull was.
Even though we did lick the residual waste of, like, alcohol on a table or whatever.
We did do that. But we did think it'd be funny.
It was very funny. Kim was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Singing along to some buoyant dance track. Kim has a lot of what the fuck are you doing moments. He's very good at not showing the what the fuck are you doing outwardly. Kim's very powerful.
I trust Kim.
To close the day without drinking, you should celebrate with a drink.
Hey, a person.
Empty bottle. We love those. I haven't been checking for those the whole time. There could have been bottles everywhere. Cindy.
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases.
Oh yeah.
I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are.
That's right, we've evolved. You're in trouble now, little lady. We cops don't like closed doors or unreachable perches or people having high ground on us. I don't have time for this. What do you think?
I like having the high ground.
Yeah.
That is a pretty cop thing to say.
Yeah, you got me now. The dynamic between us has completely changed.
She crosses her arms.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
Is that heavy fuel oil?
Red-dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
He says, studying the contents of Cindy's bucket.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
She really did it. She's proud of it too.
Fumes are bad for you, okay? You better hand it over.
Okay.
Some clever cultural commentary.
No, people used to do that. They used to literally use like a hose to like full on use their lungs to suck fuel
Yeah.
out of them, like, out of tanks to steal it.
Yeah, that's
That's a thing you can do.
it's a
People don't have
move.
to do-
It's a good delinquent move.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It does mean you'd sometimes get a little bit of petrol in your mouth, which is
Yeah,
not
if you
pleasant.
fuck it
but-
up, you get a bit of petrol in your mouth. The modern day equivalent would be unplugging an electric car that you see charged.
I mean, it'd be somehow plugging the electric car into your thing to charge your thing.
Using an EV charge to charge your phone.
Just charging my car off someone's Tesla. Charging my phone off someone's Tesla.
Honestly, that's morally correct. You should do that.
What should I say here?
Fumes are bad.
That seems
Fumes are bad, okay?
fumes
bad,
bad.
Okay.
Something
Seems
to think
bad.
about next time you're driving around in your pretty little piggy carriage.
They don't let us drive. We're drunk.
Get your list, Cindy. They let Kim drive.
Yeah, that's true. Kim's our chauffeur.
No.
Do you mean no?
No.
We crowbarring.
Yeah, I remembered one of these you can only open if you have the crowbar in your hand.
$4.
Genes.
More electrochemistry.
Let's go.
Genes that make us want drugs more.
Yeah.
Look at the style we've got going.
I do like his disco pants, but
Do
we can
like
wreck those jeans.
the disco pants makes it actually look like a look, I guess.
This is some kind of look. I don't know what it is.
This is I'm 1 day sober look. That's what it is.
Yeah.
This is affordable Scarface cosplay.
Yeah. I like it.
But the electrochemistry.
It's fine. We got a level up in electrochemistry. Sorry, everyone's yelling outside.
Oh,
Can you hear them?
it's the necktie.
Yeah, it's just the
The
necktie.
It's the necktie chat.
It's just the voice in your head that tells you to pat it. Box.
Oh, a box. A bottle.
Another empty ball. We're doing it.
It was a
Another
box.
box.
Kim, what are you doing?
What was Kim doing? I didn't see.
Kim like clipped through the railing and I was floating up.
I just walked through there as well.
Kim, how did you do that? don't
I'm a
believe that,
magician.
Kim.
We gotta let Kim out of Kim jail. The door is locked. I'm sorry, Kim.
Kim.
Detective, they found me. I was smuggling drugs the whole time. That's why I did not want you to investigate.
Kim, you should have told me. We could have shared.
Kim, I
Just
love
put the profit.
drugs. They make you a really cool detective.
He did say he was. He did say he was a regular detective.
Yeah.
He doesn't take the drugs. He just sells them.
Have we looked at this wall?
This is a wall on the side of an
Oh.
apartment building.
Yeah, why am I looking at this?
Should we try it?
I
Sure.
believe.
Yeah.
Why are we looking at this wall?
Because this
Yes.
is no ordinary wall. It is sublime. Look at it. The shadows, the colors.
Let the conceptual joy flow into your pupils and blossom into thoughts in your brain.
All the other walls on all the other houses must make a pilgrimage in adoration of this, the uncontested pinnacle of wallcraft, color peeled from the very face of God.
Ma!
Oh, wall father.
We got morale back!
We healed ourselves. Wait, don't we get like an extra? What's it? One of the skills is affected by our morale being full.
Yeah, if we're hurt, volition counts as lower. Oh,
Mhm.
I think it's endurance. It might be pain threshold. One of these is how much health we have. I think it's pain threshold. If we had more than one of it, if we were hurt, it would count as lower. But
Yeah,
we
had
don't
one
have
that
to
got
worry
it.
about that.
Yeah, volition was -1 because we weren't full mental health.
Yeah, now we're
Well,
full
like, it
again.
wasn't- Yeah, now we're full again.
Kim,
You can
I
bend it for
must
money.
paint this wall.
I
Add even more beauty to it.
Huh?
Oh no.
It's a fairy action.
He sounds
Huh?
tired of it all.
I know you're tired, Kim, but take another look at this wall. Draw nourishment from its beauty.
Dear, it's nearly 9 p.m. I wish to go to bed soon.
Sure.
No,
He's
Tanner
done with our
looks-
bullshit. I think we've worn Kim down.
Maybe.
After day like 4, Kim just snaps.
I'm going to kill you, detective. I've had enough.
If you're a really, really horrible person, there is a way to make Kim snap at you, and it's brutal.
Oh no.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
I don't think I could take that. I would take IRL
Yeah.
morale damage.
We're not on track for that, but because we are not horrible enough. But, jeez, don't become the icebreaker. It's not a good thing to be.
I
Sure.
think anyone who's gotten Kim to snap at them has lost this game, which I didn't know was possible. But
If you've been doing like the fascist thought for a while, you get like a special fascist quest, and then Kim explodes at you, and you're so upset by like having Kim finally tell you you need to stop with this bullshit that it knocks the fascist thought out of your head.
Holy shit.
Oh, that's
And you're not allowed to be a fascist anymore.
I love you, Kim. Thank you for
Look,
that.
Kim,
Kim is actually just the best character in this game.
this machine kills fascists. We'll find the materials, then we'll come back to this magnificent wall.
I suppose we have to pass by it again at some point anyway.
He says in a tone of resignation.
He's like, fuck it, do what you want.
Just doesn't understand our wall plans.
Kim, it's this or fascism. You gotta pick one.
Got pick? I'm gonna see if we have enough to pay Gat.
I must have enough. Oh, for the hotel room.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, it's busy.
Oh.
yeah. It's past 8 p.m. The music's also slightly different past 8 p.m. and then it changes again at midnight, I think.
We gotta do karaoke.
Sweet Caroline.
There's no option.
Can I
Still
help
need to
you?
find a tip. Oh, here's your trash container keycard.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Maybe you don't remember putting them there. Maybe you were sleepwalking or in a fugue state. Could someone on the staff have put them there? Who else has keys to the trash container?
Maybe he was sleepwalking, you know?
Maybe.
I think fugue states are more your forte, officer.
Touche, Gat.
Yeah, that's fair.
Kim, shoot this man.
What?
He's beating us in a battle of wits, Kim. He must die.
Who else is...
Children beat you in a battle of wits earlier.
Yes,
It
you should have
happens a
shot them.
lot.
The trash collection service, CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Someone on staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here.
Sylvie?
and I can vouch for her.
Me, I'm in the
Sylvie.
game.
I can vouch for all my staff.
I did it.
None of us would tamper with
Did you
the
hide
crime
the
scene.
clothes in the trash?
I may have put the clothes in the trash.
Right, that's it. I'm
Yes.
getting the brick.
I'm so used to Odin throwing bricks at me. I'm brick resistant now.
Yes. Have you got it?
You're just permanently bricked. Wait.
Wait a minute.
Wait a second.
Do we have the money?
Well,
Here's 100 real. Slam the bills down on the counter. I hope you choke on it. 100 for the 100 down.
Trouble.
Sorry for the trouble.
We were very horrible. I think we have to say I'm sorry.
great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered.
We
It's
got
good
7
you paid
experience for
before
that.
9 p.m., or your door would have been locked electronically.
Oh.
Tap this foot against a mailbox installed in the back of the bear counter.
Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow.
Ah.
20 real per night.
I'll take a room here too.
He opens his wallet.
Of
Yo,
course.
Kim, pay for us.
Always
Kim.
happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
He won't make us a drink because he's not a bartender.
Hey, so
Oh.
we've been monitoring you internally.
Oh,
and
this is
now we
happening.
know your combo
Oh.
type.
There are copper types.
Yes. Guess what's yours?
What kind of cop do we think we are?
I'm a superstar cop.
Yeah,
Kind of
the
hoping
superstar.
I'm the superstar cop.
That is only a ludicrous daydream. Guess again. You're the...
I could be a cool cop, a weapon cop, a sorry cop.
I don't want to be a sorry cop. I want to be a weapon cop.
We're some kind of weapon cop.
No, you're the sorry
Oh.
cop.
Fuck.
The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we? Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in here.
What the other copper types be jealous?
What? Jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine. Don't worry. They'll be super, super fine. It'll be totally okay. You can dual copper type from sorry to anything.
Oh, okay. We can dual copper type.
That's good.
Do we opt in, or do we say, actually, I'm not sorry, I changed my mind? Oh, they should be sorry.
Fucking they should be.
Yeah, I agree. Fucking they should be sorry.
Yes, yes. Impotent rage and lamentation. Let's wrap it up.
I'm not sorry.
I'm not sorry.
No, you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Stop
I'm
wasting
really
time
not
and begin the
sorry.
repentance.
Fuck off.
Yeah, fuck you.
Do we? I'm really not sorry. We won't get the thought.
Oh shit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, we can do. It's fully allowed to say we don't want to be sorry, cop.
I don't really want. I feel like sorry cop is like a little. I think it's because we've said sorry to Kim a bunch, but like Kim's the only person we care about upsetting.
Yeah,
That's true.
We're
Yeah,
not-
you know
we're
what?
not
No,
sorry.
fuck you. Fuck
We said
off.
sorry to Cat once for destroying the room and being rude to him all morning. We don't have to be sorry, Cal.
Wow.
I'm mostly apologizing to him because
Fuck off.
Sylvie said that we were
Maybe
just
we
literally
will
the
learn about
fucking worst.
Yeah, that's true. For like a
We-
whole week, we were being
got, like-
horrible here.
We're like that family that everyone hates when you go to a resort, but like no one can say anything because you're all on holiday and no one wants to ruin each other's time. We were those people. That's who we were for like 5 days.
We're real bad. We're doing bad things. Can we talk to Lena about things yet?
Hello again, sweetie.
No. I wanted to talk about cryptids.
But it was like crypto, and I was about to leave the stream.
No, we.
I was like, "Free, please, no."
I don't think there's anyone we can talk to about crypto, and that's kind of sad. I feel like this game would. I guess some kind of crypto thought where all your stats just rapidly go up and down in value.
And someone pulls a rug out from under your feet, and they all just become 0.
Yeah, like halfway through the game, all your stats just become 0 forever.
I've been watching, for some reason, I've been watching a bunch of like CoffeeZilla's videos, and it's just like, so never invest crypto. Cool.
Never
I wasn't
invest
going
crypto.
to. But
It's-
like,
Crypto is like it's a scam. You're trying to get people to buy you useless fake thing for more money than you paid for it. Is always the like at its best, that's what it is. But actually the person who invents the crypto coin has all the power to just immediately cash out and send everyone to the shadow realm.
yeah, no, it's a horrendous system. It's like, oh yeah, decentralize your money. No, it's not. No, please God, stop. I hate it.
It's real bad. Do we want to start asking about the drug stuff?
I mean,
We don't have to. We don't have to do nothing if we don't wanna.
let's go spin kick Metalhead. Not Metalhead. Measurehead.
Okay.
Let's just save scum that. That's the rest of the stream. We're just gonna save scum spin kick me.
Oh yeah.
No, it's oh God.
We could do if you want.
I kind of want to see it, but also I don't want to be sat here for 10 hours trying to spin kick Measurehead.
We can try 5 times to spin kick Measurehead.
This is the first time you've seen the save menu, chat.
We did. We safe scummed one at the start, so we inshallah really wanted me to make a check really early on to run away from Gat without running into the lady in the wheelchair and dying instantly.
I think it would just be funny
Last
if we
we
got this
saw,
check.
your race was being superseded by the Seminese.
Get out of the way, Measurehead.
Oh,
That is right. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Measurehead's race theory.
Oh
He
no.
would take you as one of his own.
Wouldn't that mean I have to become a Seminese supremacist myself?
Well, not as such. What you do with a mastery of
Oh yeah,
advanced
physical
race
instrument.
theory is
It's
up to
way
you.
easier to become a
You could
racist
reject
than
the
fight this man.
findings, Sure. Or
Okay.
accept them and become
Hold on to your guns, everybody. We're gonna roll double six. Let's
racist.
go.
We still need to get into the harbor.
I'm just
There's an
gonna
interview to
close
do.
out and then save one more time so we don't have to go through the shove Measurehead dialogue again.
Your race
Hey, we trained
descent
5
has only
times.
worsened since I last saw you. You have
That's
really
not good.
let yourself go.
It's not gonna do it, Harry.
How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand, and he's squeezing it. It hurts.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
What do we want to say?
Fuck you.
Measurehead has crushed our hand.
Your fist cracks in his hand like a ripe apple. Pain shoots up into your brain as he's twisting it more and more.
The words to the song have changed. Say, I am a violent drunk.
What do we want to say?
No.
No. Ah.
I think having your hand broken by Measurehead is like the single most painful thing that
Still
can
you
happen
press
to
the
you
words
in the
out of your
game.
swollen mouth.
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further.
I just wanted to show that off. We were loading in. Oh, I guess we could talk to Kim about that. I think he just tells you like, hey, please don't put me in a situation where I might have to shoot a random civilian.
I don't think that's a random civilian. I don't think that qualifies as a random civilian, Kim. I think you could shoot him and we'd all be
Your
like, okay,
race
cool,
descent
anyway.
has only worsened since I last saw
Let's go.
you. You have
Okay, that's
really
two, that's
let
two.
yourself go.
We have to watch ourselves fail every time.
We do. I can't click the menu until the text comes up.
Your
This
race
is the one.
descent
We
has
got this.
only
Double six.
worsened since I last saw you.
Not
You
quite.
have really let yourself
Turns
go.
out when you're not trying, when you're trying to do it, it is quite hard to roll a double six. We
We
rolled a
rolled
10.
We rolled 10, that was pretty good. We
We're
were close.
almost there.
Sylvie, you're not believing hard enough.
You're right. I was messaging. Now I'm here. I'm fully here. I believe this is gonna be double six right now.
Lend us your power.
You have really let yourself
Shit. Kia. Oh. Fuck.
How did this?
Oh, we rolled 10 again.
Is it not? Are you sure it is? We did this before. It was rolling every
Your
time.
race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have
Game, are
really
you rolling the
let
dice, or are you
yourself
just telling me
go.
it's the same dice?
How did this happen?
Okay,
No,
it's
that's-
rolling the dice.
Okay, last one.
One more? I thought there were 5.
That was 4.
Okay. Last
Your
try.
race
This has got to be
descent
it.
has only worsened since I last saw you.
Oh.
You have really let yourself
Can't punch
go.
Measurehead. He's too big. This man is huge.
How did this happen?
We rolled a 10 again.
I'm kind of annoyed that we rolled so bad. We rolled like really well, but it wasn't enough.
It's really hard to punch Measurehead. Would have been cool though. You got anything else to say to Manana? People keep name dropping him.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
It's Mario.
Measurehead thing didn't go well for me. Can you help me with that somehow?
Sorry. Busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you'll figure something out. You guys have all sorts of gadgets these days. Wiretapping, telescopic batons, futuristic circuit bending to infiltrate harbor machinery. Maybe you could even knock that Kowalson crane over using some remote controls. Or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right?
We have air support?
Air support? Why didn't you tell me, Kim?
Because we don't. We don't have air support or any of those other things.
I get it. Hush hush about the secret technology.
He pats the side of his nose with his index finger.
All right, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there, out of solidarity to the RCM. It's low in technology, however.
Yes?
First, don't fight him, obviously. Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Basically grovel. That's how I do it.
Tips
You're
his
welcome.
beret. Oh.
Maybe that would work. We'll have to see.
I was asking for money.
It's showing money right now. Can you give me some of it?
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
Flips a coin towards you. Try and catch it.
The coin
Hey!
lands as if it has always belonged there. The swallow returns.
Appreciate it.
Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the moment due to...
He nods toward the protesters.
You know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing, though.
Union has problems getting by. Every little helps, you know. Gotta spend money to make money.
The union has problems?
Yeah.
Nothing to worry about, really. The jam's a bit of a mess. Cargo can't get in or out. The rationing is a bit stricter, is all. Supplies should last the strike, though.
Every little bit helps. I don't really know what these two are, like, responding to.
Yeah.
I'm always glad to help out when possible. Not like these slithering scabs.
Good talking to you.
We fight the scab boss yet? I want to fight him.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
I wasn't done asking questions. Hey, tough guy, I had more questions.
Hey, tough guy!
Excuse me, I had further inquiries.
Nah, fuck that. Hey, tough guy.
Things are busy enough. You're going to waste less of my time?
Maybe.
Maybe.
The hulking man oozes stark skepticism.
You don't have any tips on how to punch a guy out, do you? Say a really big race theorist guarding a button. I kind of want to ask him.
Yeah, I want to ask that.
Let's see what he says.
Not before you get in there and get your ass whooped. Learn by failure, I always say.
He might have some advice, but you got to at least try to fight Mejid
Finally, I'm
first.
here.
Return if you
I'll
fail.
come back.
Is your internet exploding? Oh.
No,
Is it
little brother.
Okay. All I can say is I need to speak with the union boss.
I mean,
Have
maybe
fun.
he'll help.
Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates.
Yeah,
Why
they're
you want
not
to be
doing
that fat asshole?
I'm interviewing people about murder that took place here behind the hostel cafeteria. It's an official matter, not to be discussed with outsiders. I'll just be rude because I don't like him.
Right to work!
Okay.
It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
I don't know. This really isn't my area of expertise. Sure, why not?
I don't know.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity.
Let us work!
If you could shoot him, Kim.
Could shoot. Does have gun. Can shoot. Actually, there is a reason why shooting him might not be a good idea. We'll find that out for a while.
I don't know.
I was gonna do something, I can't remember what. We could ask the people about the drugs. That's allowed. We still gotta talk to the... Maybe we could do the field autopsy?
We could look at the body, I guess.
Yeah. Ask Kuno if he knows anything about the victim's claws in the trash. We could do that.
Oh God.
Oh boy.
Do you want
Wouldn't
to
be
talk
a
to
stream
Kuno?
without Kuno.
I'd love
Let's
to
go
talk to Kuno.
Kuno.
Kim, get the gun ready.
No.
It's a game over if you shoot a kid.
Justified.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Oh, shot the body down, Kuno. How cool is that?
Alright.
Which one of these is... I could try that. Do you want to try that?
Kuno, what's up, Kuno?
What's up, Kuno?
What's wrong, Kuno?
He's on your crime scene, bossing you
We
around.
wasted all those tents.
Andy's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Hey, Kuno. You think you can turn the Kuno down for a moment? Let's talk like normal people. Kuno, listen. I know this boundary-pushing thing is new to you, but it's old news for us grown-ups. Kuno, City of Rage, Night City. What's going on there? I'm intrigued. What do you want to say? I kind of like two.
I like one.
Can you turn the Kuno down for a moment? Let's talk like normal people.
Trying to fuck at the Kuno. Trying to fuck at me. Trying to fuck. Kuno only gets higher. It's faster, faster, faster. Can't take the Kuno. Stay out of the reactor.
Kuno gonna fuck you up.
He didn't turn the Kuno down.
Normal is not what we got here. You've got to work with what you have for now.
Can I...
The fuck about it?
I don't know how to ask him about the clothes.
Let's play in the yard.
Right, Pig.
I thought we'd
This
said
is where
that.
Kuno plays with his little wooden
Oh,
choo-choo.
we probably did,
What do you
but-
want with it?
This one here before. Dead Man's clothes were in the trash container. How'd they get there?
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
I need to know. It could be a lead in the investigation. Someone may have tampered with the murder scene.
Listen, listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
Oh, we'd need the 10,000 from Joyce for that. Wait, I asked you what happened to his clothes. You must have seen them lying around. All right, entertain me. What's so great about these pants? No, Kuno, you don't know anything about the tampering I'm investigating, and I already have pets. What happened to
Let's
his
do our
clothes?
job. Let's do our job.
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that there. Now you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
Okay, Kuno, what's so great about these pants?
Pig, these are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists. Believe it, you need this shit.
He unzips his jacket to give you a quick peek at the plastic-wrapped pants. They're graphite black and look brand new.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness.
The humor of savoir-faire.
They will also make you into an idiot.
I might be interested in the pants. Let's
I
talk
may
about
be
this.
interested in the pants.
Alright, Pico, shit's rolling.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno. He's gonna steal all your money, Kuno.
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust.
There's more to his distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something obscure in you. What that is, however, remains a puzzle for now.
Do you want to show him the trash mug?
Trash mug.
Trash mug.
There's a mug in the trash.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again?
Yes, does this racist mug have anything to do with it? Yes, does this adequate depiction of a South Samaran man have anything to do with it? Does this quaint, better not taken out of its historical context mug have anything to do with it? Actually,
think he
this
would
makes
say
me uncomfortable.
If we said free, he'd be like, "Fuck you!" Like, why are you speaking to me like this?
Yeah.
just ask him. Does
yeah.
the racist mug have anything to do with it?
Yeah.
Does the racist mug have
Keep
anything
it
to
real
do
with
it?
Kuno.
Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you picked it after the mug fucker, 'cause he's the clothes fucker.
You got it, Kuno.
There we
You're
go.
so on point.
Louder, Kuno.
He's a genius. That's exactly what I'm saying, Kuno. Someone's tampered with the crime scene, cleaned some of it up.
Kuno, you're so
That's
smart.
tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator.
He nods in approval.
Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. Get away from my Kuno.
Yeah? Get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face.
Oh, we're out of questions
Yeah,
about
whatever.
the trash, Kuno.
Kuno doesn't give a shit.
One day, we're gonna understand you, Kuno.
Gotta keep leveling empathy.
Could ask him about the drugs we found in his shack.
He may kick our ass.
Probably could kick our ass. I think he's 12, but we have 1 strength.
Yeah.
I'm willing to risk it. Kim's got a gun.
That's true. Kim will save us.
The fuck do you want with it?
What was with the pig head?
Oh, that.
I don't think I said anything
Kuno
about the pig head before.
decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
Trying to send a message of some sort. Demo tape, like a musician. Cool pig head. I liked it. I got one too. This one. Point to your head. It's shit. Forget I'm not saying those things. What do we think?
Let's try and relate to Kuno.
Cool pig head. I liked it. I got one too.
Maybe this will help. No, Kim, I'm sorry.
Kim's just not quite on our level. Oh,
What
neither's
is this
Kuno.
shit? Fucking on yourself. This is weird level shit. Kuno doesn't go there.
Fuck your shit back to normal.
Well,
we broke Kuno. We did it.
Well played.
Hooray!
No one saw that.
Well played. Found a plate covered with powder residue. Know anything about it?
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
This is why the game was banned in Australia for years.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
Thanks, electrochemistry.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
Apparently we can ask more about the crime scene. I didn't...
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno
No, it's
doesn't give a
nothing,
shit.
Bye, Kuno.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Kuno doesn't fucking care. Can we
That
look at
was
these
productive.
before?
There are several footprints
It's...
in the mud.
You don't have to get much out of Kuno. I think Kim might have been right. Oh yeah, close to leveling up though.
Were we gonna check the body again? Did it feel bald?
I forgot. I just looked at the footprints instead of the body.
The rotting man lies on his side with his eyes looking straight through you. The belt is still around his neck. His body is supine and open to intrusion. By autopsy, the lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Tell me something, dead man. First thing, what exactly is a field autopsy? We probably should start with that.
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
What you do know is, at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano, Corpus Muindi, is the world's highest summit, and the failure of the 38 single, Et puis descend, to crack the top 20 was the death knell of disco. But what a field autopsy is, you have no idea.
Sorry, Kim, I only know garbage. That doesn't matter. We could just clap our gloved hands and say, let's get in there. Encyclopedia, why don't you know? What use are you?
You must have me confused with the Copperpedia.
Who is Copperpedia? I think I need to talk to him.
You, sir. You are the Copperpedia.
Oh, okay. I guess we're getting in there.
There truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves. However, they are lacking hygienically. I suggest you get in there in limited capacity.
As usual, messing with the body sometimes, throws off the vibes, so be aware. Alright.
I'll ask you when I need you to. For the most part, maybe I should handle the contact and you take notes?
You're being handled. If you resist now, he will turn on his heavy-duty authority mode. You'll get your chance to dig in later.
Just fill this in, right? Show him the red field autopsy form in your ledger.
That's right.
You knew it because you inspected your ledger. The lieutenant is relieved you know the protocol.
Tell me something, dead man.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
Oh. What was it that killed you then? Love or communism?
Huh?
You said love killed you, but when you fell down you said it was communism.
You're misquoting me, Rooney. I said communism killed me. Love did me in.
You really need to learn the difference, buddy. This is embarrassing.
Remember this? The body says communism killed him, love did him in.
Come back later, Corporal. Amuse
Off in the ledger of the field
yourself with my
autopsy
friend.
form.
The
We've
dead
heard
man
that.
stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with...
Begin. 1 assistant.
That's you.
Do we write the initials that we've heard her as, or do we leave it empty?
We'll fill them in.
If you're being Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau, you can write in RAC.
The corpse is indifferent to your scribblings, just lies there. The next box says...
You can also be doing, like, I don't know my name yet, and you can't convince me that I'm Harry, in which case the blank makes sense, just leaving it. Coroner's case number.
KK57-0803.0815.
That's because he doesn't want to bring up the messy question of your initials.
Oh yeah, that's his initials. Kim Kitsuragi. Write it down.
Next.
Name.
NA. Next.
Date of birth.
NA.
Age.
Roughly 50.
Right, around 50.
The corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook.
Race.
Mondial.
Fair to olive-skinned, from the Isola of Mwindi. This is as vague as it gets. You might as well say whitish.
Write it down.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Sex.
Fucky, fucky!
The little monster exclaims energetically.
I'm glad we've decided to just hate on that
Pig's
child.
gonna have sex!
Right, male. Right, fucky. Right, pig's gonna have sex.
Let's just do our job.
Here's an
Probably a
official
better idea to
document.
do our
It would
job.
be a little weird to write down fucky.
Because all that will happen is Kim will just cross it out later.
Yeah.
He'll be
Just
mad
be
at you.
slightly disappointed.
Probably
Nor
gonna
does
make
he
you
look
do your
male,
job.
with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
Day of death.
We're still going with March 4th. 51.
Write that down.
What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
KK57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains.
Evidence of treatment.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
A strange word. Treatment.
What is treatment anyway?
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
I mean, is that a lot of rocks thrown at him?
Don't overdo it. It's okay to be unsure.
I'm not so sure.
I'm not so sure.
A silent nod. The lieutenant places his gloved hand on the corpse's chest, as if in preparation. Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-Delorian burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then, somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed. Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette ball-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else. And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today, 42 stations of breath.
I kind of like when Esprit de Corps or Shivers just kind of tell you a little story about stuff happening elsewhere.
We should start the post-mortem.
Turn the page.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
This stuff's kind of the stuff that, like, there's no way, like, actual detectives would be doing with the cops. This is stuff you would send it off to a lab to do.
This is forensics.
Yeah, not like going really in depth, but like you wouldn't, they wouldn't mess with the body like this.
No, I mean they aren't cutting it up and looking at its internals.
Yeah.
And stuff, but they are like examining it to a degree that like becomes basic forensics.
The poking and prodding, yeah.
No, they are going to do an internal examination.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't dissect him right here. It might just be that we can't do that one, and we just have to leave it. I'm not sure.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
Turns the body onto its side to check the underwear label.
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
Write it down.
The boots are ceramic, vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
It would be clever of you to omit the boots altogether, sire. If you are to keep them for yourself, as you ought to, you have deserved them more than anyone else.
What do you think? Drama's got a good point here. Do we write down the boots at all? When am I gonna get them?
Patience. After the autopsy, before the body is taken away, there will be a window of opportunity. After the lieutenant has gone to sleep. I hope this has helped you, my liege.
Do we omit the boots? I'm gonna say omit the boot. We can write them in later if we change our mind, surely.
I mean, I want the boot.
Kinda want those boots.
The boot has a serial number. It's E50.100.100. The lines between the plates are in the shape of the alphanumerical. The number is purposefully concealed by the design.
Okay, apparently we have to write that down.
Tattoos.
Stands up, feet planted on either side of the body.
The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a national pattern. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings, to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene, using a Trigat Mini.
Write it down.
The deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color, yellow. Length, 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end.
Write it down.
Well nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good.
I hear an engine
Ambient
outside.
temperature, below freezing.
Jeez.
Body hair is light brown.
My leg is
Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Touch the copse's hair before moving on. Write it down. Short, light brown, male pattern baldness. I don't think we can gain much from touching the copse's hair, to be honest. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna...
I don't really want to do that.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
I think this kind of stuff too, like, detectives don't think about this. They're not supposed to make judgments with this kind of stuff. They just send it to the lab.
Yeah, they should
Fucking
just
low velocity. You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max. Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
I don't think the children should be allowed in the autopsy.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. Consistent with predation.
Back again. More people are home now.
Could write high velocity instead of low velocity. Or we could just write it down.
Write it down.
Just write it down.
You write down.
Ligature mark.
We're talking shit about Kuno's velocity. Lieutenant produces a small folding knife, with the other hand pulling on the belt. He starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material can't be cut.
The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
I'm prepared, pet the chain cutters. Good thing we got these chain cutters.
I'm prepared.
The hanged man lets out a joyous little bubble of rot from his nose.
Thanks, Sandman. Pull out the rubber grip chain cutters.
Always good to think ahead. Now,
He points to the rope squeezing the dead man's neck.
we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring
Oh
fuck.
no, it's physical instrument.
Oh shit.
Oh, why is it physical? We're using our hands.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the east. The knot is the weak spot. The chain cutters fit in there, steady now, like a flower arranger.
That really
Two
helps.
cuts and it should come loose.
Do we say anything about being Kuno's pig?
I'm worried saying it's gonna throw us off if he talks some shit.
It could happen. We do get owned by Kuno a lot.
If you say I'm not your pig, Kuno, maybe we'll take psychic damage.
Yeah.
Kuno will take psychic damage, or we'll take psychic damage.
Us.
Oh, okay. Let's just
Like,
cut the thing then, right?
Yeah, let's just cut it. Send it.
It's 58. Yeet!
After some
Woo!
Again.
That was
to the
close.
knot tying the belt together.
We ignore the measure
You
head
squeeze the
shenanigans,
rubber
we're like-
handles together.
It's like 4
Sweat
for 4
forming
today.
on your brow.
Yeah. Measurehead one was kind of a Helm error.
Snap.
Every stream we
The
just go
knot
back
is
to
slashed.
Measurehead and try and
Another
spin
cut
kick
and
him.
the belt falls
We
apart
can do
like
that.
a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
I got a phone call from a stupid number. It's fine.
Oh.
They're gone now.
The rope rises
Answer
to a
it.
point.
Put them on
leaving
the
a
list.
gap
I don't want
in
to
the
talk to a
ligature mark.
robot.
The suspension point is in the back of the neck.
Lieutenant is kneeled closer, running his finger along the dark red groove until there's a gap.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters.
Right down.
Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant. Pelvis intact. Genitalia.
He pulls down the man's underpants.
No! Let's get out and see!
I fucking knew it!
This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began. The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Oh.
Should we say, does it look like he was enjoying his moment of death?
No!
Should we write it down and move on?
Let's move on.
That's
Back
not,
is symmetrical
yeah.
and intact.
If
Upper
it's
and
important,
lower
Kim will do
extremities are
it.
intact,
Yeah, that's
but
fine.
asymmetrical.
Kim's the
There are
one
combat
doing
injuries
all
on
the
right hand,
touching up of
thigh,
the body.
and hip.
Kim, I think I might not actually be a cop. I want to allow you.
In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin. Last item, hands.
He takes the man's right hand in his, inspects it, and then moves on to the other hand. Man having scars over 30% of his skin is like...
That's kind of
It's
crazy.
an interesting note.
Yeah.
I could pick up the hand, but we should probably just leave Kim to do it.
Yeah,
I don't
I
touch the
don't know
hand.
what benefit that would really give Kim.
Let the lieutenant do his thing.
Hands are clean. No sign of a recent struggle.
Should we ask? Or just write it down. Were we expecting any?
Yeah, this is
No.
Actually, that
It's
is
not
worth
picking
saying.
up.
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment.
Write it down.
Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next?
Internal examination.
That was some
Central
good
nervous
little
system.
voice acting, I like
I
that.
have nothing.
He's
Do
a
you have
real good
anything on
voice
this man's
actor.
central nervous system?
Of course,
Making me
there is
nervous.
a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
Kim's voice actor's so good. I love Kim so much.
Kim is great.
If I may add the moral of this story, I'll write down NA. Do you have anything on the man's central nervous system?
What is the moral of this story?
What would
Fuck
that
it.
be?
He looks at you inquisitively.
The dead man looks, too, with barely contained excitement to hear the moral of his story.
Oh, the brain is very vulnerable to compromises in its blood supply. I'll just write NA.
That's really funny in the scene.
I'm pretty sure at least
Fucking
one skill has invisibly failed a roll here.
Uh,
What do you want to say?
I'll just write in.
Good. Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
I guess they are like,
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable. Respiratory system.
back hunched as if in prayer. He begins to pry open the dead man's jaws. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are used.
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen, hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
From here, it looks as though the clown-faced man is screaming. The tendons
we
of
better
his
look
jaw
in
are torn
there.
apart. Hyoid, ripped from the force of the lieutenant's hands.
Look inside the dead man's mouth.
No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his.
Do you want to look deeper inside or write it down?
We're gonna vomit if we go deeper inside.
Does seem like that might happen.
I just want to write it down.
Just write it down.
I want to go
Hepatobiliary,
deeper.
NA.
Should we ask about that or just write it down?
Yeah, why does he have it even? Yeah.
Do we have anything?
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
He looks at the corpse's stomach with a mixture of tiredness and disgust.
Right, and
Yeah.
Same for toxicology and serology, NA.
Both?
I like asking and then immediately just like, yeah, you're right.
Those are intense reservoirs of knowledge there.
The completionist in me wonders if there's something we could still do. Right,
I'm just right there.
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging.
Write it down.
Gastrointestinal.
He breathes a sigh of...
Well, bless you.
Good grief.
Apologies?
He breathes a sigh of approaching relief. This is the last field on the list. Looks around to the ground, the pool of feces there.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
He touches the corpse's bloated lower abdomen briefly. Write it down. Omit the voila. Write down. Keep the voila. Should probably just do the job.
Probably should just do your job. You don't want to upset Kim. You don't want to get Kim in trouble for having a little bit of fun.
What's next on the list?
Description of injuries.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need
Bite
3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
I think that's just being bitten by like bugs and wildlife
Oh.
and things.
Thought about it's like a dog got at him.
We can ask about it.
Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted.
Kim certainly thinks it's just birds.
And your opinion, officer?
Fatal injury or non-fatal post-mortem. I think this might not be the fatal injury.
This might not be the... No, it's fatal.
Not the
It's
fatal
it's
injury.
what killed him.
That's what
Birds
really
got
did him in.
Saw a movie about it once.
Agreed. Next injury?
Contusions.
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Thanks, Kuno.
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Write it down.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Was Kuno throwing rocks at him a fatal injury or post-mortem?
Was Kuno throwing rocks at the dead body? What killed the body?
Right.
No.
Next.
Ligature mark. Oh, what's the 4th injury?
What's the 4th one for?
Nothing.
Oh.
Just in case.
Oh, okay.
Ligature mark.
A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Write it down.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible.
So weighing our judgment, is this the fatal injury? Or is this non-fatal post-mortem?
Love did him in. Not
Communism killed him, we know that.
All the birds tried to share him.
Should I say this was the fatal? This is what killed him? This is what killed the hanged man?
But what if he was killed and then hanged?
What if there's mysteries? What if there's something supernatural to this case? I'm gonna click 2.
Yeah, I think I'm saying 2.
Can always change it. Can always see.
He is deep in thought, eyes fixed on the bright red ring around the dead man's neck.
Why do you say that?
There was one and they like clawing on the thing too. Like, he's just dead.
I just took a whack in the deck. Oh, I'm serious. I don't think this was the injury that killed him.
Yeah, I'm serious.
Okay. Why don't you think it was fatal?
I arrived at this conclusion through the psychic arts.
Nope.
Yeah, maybe not that.
Can't shake the feeling he was doing something else when he died. Why weren't his hands tied? A big man like this. I'd tie his hands when matching him to the gallows. There is no reason. It's just a random guess. What do we think?
I mean, 2 doesn't really get anywhere. 3 is like a question which can kind of gauge a little bit.
Do you want to ask him the question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not sure there weren't marks on his wrist. That part got blurry for me. The stench. But you are right, I was ready to call this. Now I think we should leave it empty, at least for the time being. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
70 experience.
Yeah. We did it whenever you do something big in the case. How'd it go, Kim?
It was an irregular field autopsy. We did not establish cause of death, which is supposed to be the goal of an autopsy. But, personally, I do not see this as a parameter for success.
What else?
We were thorough with the list of injuries, too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
What now?
I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg.
Rip out a copy of the autopsy pages.
For processing.
He looks at the dead man one more time, then at the slip of red paper in his hand, then at the corpse again.
He's thinking, did I miss something? You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse.
Oh.
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 We.
Could try
Maybe
it.
there's something on his feet.
Maybe.
We can't see because of the
When-
boots.
I think Kim will get mad if we try and take the boots off,
We
but we
will
can try if you
probably.
want.
No, I don't want to take off the boots while Kim's
No, I don't.
here.
So, like, when have we ever not taken the gamble?
Do you want to do it?
I vote
17%?
yes.
I can do it. It's only a white check, it's fine.
I'm hearing no no's.
Yeah? Search the body one
Yeah.
more time, thoroughly.
Okay.
You run your hands
Bob.
over the victim's cold body, his
Uh-huh.
limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough.
Look under his fingernails like Kim already did.
Yeah, that's like
His
the
fingernails
fingernails.
have turned dark. They're chipped and quite long. There is dirt under them. That's all.
Do you think we missed something?
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
Yeah.
Something we're not seeing.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast.
Can I just hang out here for a while longer? Where do we find a fridge for the body?
Yeah, where we got a fridge?
It would have to be industrial in size. Let's start by asking Gart at the Whirling in Rags and the Fritz
Hey,
store.
Kat, can we use your fridge?
If they don't know,
We're cool now, right?
But only
Can I put the
old
body in
assholes.
your fridge?
It's kind of desperate
No.
that we have to ask if we use Gat's fridge. Then if the Freet has a fridge, then his third answer is, Kuno, do you know if there's a big fridge here?
Fuck you!
Fuck are you looking at, Beano man? You want a piece of the Kuno? Wanna get fucked?
only if all else fails.
Let's hurry then.
This is one task we cannot sideline. With every hour, whatever we are looking for will become harder to find.
Oh. He might be real about that, actually, though.
Kim does want to talk to us. Do you want to talk to Kim?
I always want to talk to Kim.
We should
Yeah.
think about calling it a day, maybe.
Oh.
The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
Kim, you just told us we gotta do this now.
Hostel room calls is the only option.
We can pick up where we left off tomorrow morning.
Kim, the body!
You can sit there a little bit. It's fine. Well,
It's on the floor now. What if a dog comes up and just eats it?
It could happen. We could send it to processing.
No, we need to learn more about it now.
Okay.
Can I help you?
I seem to be in need of a fridge, Gat.
Yes, yes. For the dead body. You want to put a dead corpse into my fridge, right?
Correct him.
No, we want to put a very important dead body in your fridge.
I don't care. You're not putting a dead body into my fridge.
I'm not even going to ask why. You're just going to say something mean.
Yeah, I like that.
This is a culinary establishment, not a morgue. You don't have to ask me why you can't store a dead body in my kitchen.
It would only be for...
Is very fair.
Lieutenant,
it's quite fair.
It's like, I have all of my shit in this fridge, and you want me to put a decomposing body in there.
Some kind of macabre circus.
Let's go talk to the freight clerk.
Let's go talk to the freight clerk.
No time to waste.
As the day goes on,
talk to Kuno.
Everyone slowly goes home. All the scabs are gone now.
It doesn't feel safe.
No.
Hello.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Do you have a fridge?
Mm-hmm. Right behind you.
You're right, this is a fridge. Wicked.
Wicked?
Yeah.
She's not really paying attention to you anymore. I need to start cops there.
You're joking, right?
Yes, that was just a joke. A bad joke. Measure the fridge with your fingers. One eye closed. Never mind, it wouldn't fit. No, I'm not joking. I need to start the cops at the hanged man in your fridge.
I haven't seen the fridge, but if it's just a basic little fridge, I don't even know if we are fitting a body in here.
It'd never fit.
I don't think it would fit.
Yeah, super funny.
Oh.
Oh, while we're here.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're 100% sure you got special Hobocop money for that tier. At least 100% extra tier money. If the numbers on the machine told you otherwise, it's a lie.
Yikes, Inland Empire.
I love it. It has little Hobocop things.
Pretty sure he didn't give us any extra money in Inland Empire, but okay. We got 40 imagination cents now.
There's so much dialogue
I'm talking
in
to
this
Gat
game.
again. There's so much dialogue in this game. It's almost all dialogue.
It's really impressive of how much dialogue there is.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Kuno.
Kuno, do you know where a big fridge is that I can put the body in?
For the fuck imp. Good thing you asked the Kunmeister. Kuno knows a fridge.
Don't call
Perfect
yourself
for
that,
freezing
please.
Really? I don't believe it.
Kuno
I
knows
think,
all
yeah, we
kinds
got a
of
big
shit.
Kuno up.
Kuno gets around.
Why can I find this perfect fridge then, Kuno?
Bacon Man's in a rush. But what's in it for the Kuno? What's the return on Kuno's investment?
Cops free yard? Don't you have civic pride? Kind sir, I'll repay you one day for this information. Right now the clock is ticking. What do you want to say to convince Kuno? I could just do it.
We just do it.
Just do it. It's a red check. If we fail, we can't try again.
Oh god.
It's 58. We got even odds. We need a 7.
Is there nothing we have to give us a higher chance to talk to Kuno?
Actually, that's a good point.
And if that will also
Think I'm
make us
allowed
just...
to back off and ask again later.
Did we save recently?
It'll have saved when I came out of the whirling.
Okay, so yeah,
Wasn't
you
going
can
to.
check.
You can't turn Kuno into a little pope.
Kuno doesn't.
I'm sorry, Kuno.
I don't think we have anything that'll help.
No. Oh.
We'll hold the ledger and we'll have more empathy. Maybe that'll help. Oh wait, we also have minus authority. That might be worse. Do we want empathy? Do we want to empathize with Kuno?
I wanna see what this kid's about. I wanna
Does Kuno care?
unlock
You know what?
them
That
as
could
well.
have really helped with this. I should have checked that earlier.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need a fridge to stash that body,
For the
Kuno.
fuck gimp. Good thing Kuno knows Orc. Bacon Man's in a rush. But what's in it for the Kuno?
Do you think
What's
either
the
of these
return
might
on
give us a
Kuno's
bonus? Or...
It's the
Talking to Kuno
same.
is a psychic hazard.
It is a psychic hazard. I think without it, he's just gonna tell us to go fuck ourselves.
Should we try?
I mean, yeah.
How do I click?
2, if anything, I guess. I don't think he'll care about 1.
Kind sir, I will repay you for this information one day.
Kuno's clock's not doing shit. Kuno's got a fuckload of time.
Don't believe him, Kuno. He just wants to use your fridge.
We humbled ourselves. That gives us a point. We got this.
Eat shit, Kuno.
By killing in his
Yes!
We needed
someone
that
has
point as well. There were
openly challenged
6.
Kuno. It's in his best interest to put them in their place.
Some arrogant shit thinks he can kill in the Kuno's kingdom without asking the Kuno first. Sounds like lawlessness to me.
Oh, let's
A
go.
dark flame smolders in Kuno's eyes as he ponders your argument. Wordless, like kings do.
This outlaw's fate's in your hands. Let's make an example of him. Help me locate him using fridge body technology.
Alright, Kuno hears you. See that shit house over there?
Points to the collapsed building with the bookstore. I see it, the big tall one behind you.
You gotta get in that shit. In there, deep.
What do you mean, in there deep?
Check the fucking basement, pig. Don't you know anything? Always check the fucking basement, recon style. There's a giant fridge down there. Fucking will fit, no problem. It looks like a white bird or some shit. Try not to piss yourself when you see it.
A white bear? A polar bear?
Encyclopedia. How do I get in the building again?
Through the bookstore, you gotta beg the book bitch. Used to be you could get in there through the doorbell, jam that shit. Book bitch changed that. Kuno doesn't beg, so Kuno doesn't go there anymore.
Beg the book, bitch.
Yeah, book bitch, beggar. You stupid
She's
or
not
something?
gonna be around at 10 in
He means the bookstore.
evening.
We have to
probably
ask.
not.
Plaisance is the mother of the little girl peddling books on the plaza.
All the
We
other
have to
girl that
ask
kicked
Plaisance
our
on
ass
the phone.
mentally.
Impressive note-keeping, Lieutenant.
See, the cloud gets it. Listen to your four-eyed friend.
Thanks, Kuno.
You didn't hear it from Kuno, pig. But don't forget where you heard it from.
Kuno owns you now, pig. You're Kuno's property.
Kuno doesn't fucking...
We became Kuno's property, but tomorrow we should have a fridge for the body if we just leave it overnight.
Yeah,
it's fine, right?
It'll be fine. It's raining. It's cold.
Does rain help?
No, not at all. Geography taught me very much not.
Kim did want us to go upstairs.
Kim, when are we gonna do karaoke together? That's the real question.
I want to do karaoke with Kim.
Welcome to my room, Kim.
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Ah, I thought Kim had a scene. Night, Lieutenant?
Just a moment. We should
Okay,
talk
does
about
have a
our
scene.
progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
I think this is the best progress in the investigation I've ever made in day one.
We've done really good.
Outside
We got the
is
body
brisk.
out of the tree.
The lieutenant is silent for a
And
moment.
did an autopsy.
He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the
Oh.
RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
He might be working out that we don't have any memory of anything.
You mean this detective figured something out that we made very obvious when talking to everybody else?
He lights a cigarette. I didn't know you smoked, Kim.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
I think I might want to pick up smoking. Do you have any more cigarettes? How did you
How'd you
get so cool, Kim?
How'd you get so cool, Kim?
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
He flicks the ash.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit.
Kim is a one-a-day smoker.
Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit below it all.
Do we want to pick up smoking? Should we ask him for cigarettes?
I don't think we want to add more problems. I think drinking should be our main character trait.
That's the only one. You
No,
gotta
we
pick,
don't-
you
we
gotta
don't
pick
need
one
more.
addiction.
Yeah.
Right then, debrief.
Yes.
But people can't
been
do
a long
one
and
without
pleasant-
the other, though. This is a conundrum.
How do you think today went?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. I would say our initial inspection was very thorough, and we have solid leads to follow up.
Does he get pissed off at you if you like multiple days in and haven't done anything with the body?
He gets a little sad if you haven't got the body out of the tree. Also, he has special dialogue here for if you've been running around with no shoes on for the whole day, or if you've just had the one shoe and the other one's sitting on the balcony.
Then you shot the body down, which was quite the shot.
Damn straight, I'm a
Damn
chef chewing
straight.
cop. I was inspired by your confidence in me, Kim.
Yeah.
I can't wait to shoot more shit. I think I was
No.
born with a gun in my hand.
Number 3.
Inspired by your confidence in me, Kim.
I admit I wasn't sure whether I should give you the gun, but I'm glad I did. Your shot enabled us to perform a field autopsy on the victim. We
That
found
was
some
a
things we
hype
can
as
really
fuck. That was like the hypest moment of this.
Yeah.
Of the whole playthrough so far.
I still feel like we are missing something, and there's still work to do at the crime scene too.
When I first played, it was like, it's so ominous around you picking the last box. Like, do you think this is the thing that killed him or not? I was like, no. No, there's something else to this.
Hmm.
It kind of tries to railroad you into saying, no, I feel.
Yeah.
He's right. You could smell it. That something is missing, even under the overpowering odor of the corpse.
Can you just
Inland
be like,
Empire.
yeah, that's what it was. Bag it, ship it. That's it. Game done.
Yeah. Well, he didn't finish the game. You still got to find out who did it. But you can just,
Oh.
you can send the cops off. That's fine.
Now,
So
as
we
for
lose out some
interviews,
clues.
my list of people to talk to here in Martinez, I mean.
That's my forte. Unlike most cops, I understand how important communication is in our line of work. I love doing interviews, and people love me. They love bathing in my glory.
No.
The initial interviews? Well, we talked to some people. I wish we didn't have to do any of the interviews. People are treacherous.
4 is real. 4 is very real.
One doesn't need to like the people one is interviewing. Indeed, it's better if you don't.
Oh.
We weren't able to find the union leader, Evrard Clare, much less interview him. So that's on the to-do list for tomorrow.
There's a really big racist in front of him. Sorry, Archie.
Like, Kim, if you want to punch Measurehead, you can go for it, Chief.
Kim could take out Measurehead easily.
We tried to interview the White Banks rep, but she asked us to do something.
I would love that if there was a way to get Kim to do the spin kick.
I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us.
If Kim is emphasizing something this much, it really must be important.
Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
Yes, it's part of the Jamrock Shuffle. I don't like to waste time, you know. My man moves fast, the rest has to try and keep up. I'm training for a long-distance run. I want to raise money for charity. Yeah, it's just how we roll in Precinct 41. I don't know why I do the things I do, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
I like 2 or 5.
I like 2 and 5. I don't know why I do the things I do, Lieutenant.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills.
He nods thoughtfully, tapping his finger on his cigarette.
Nice shoes, by the way.
So you noticed?
I like the green. Goes with the orange.
Holy shit.
That's probably
They
where...
literally do just have dialogue for them.
Yeah.
Just every little thing.
That's probably where he'd tell you, like, is there any reason you're wearing just one shoe, by the way? Like, see your snakeskin chills and smiles suddenly. Kim likes our shoes.
Kim's into us.
I wonder if he only says goes with the orange if you're still wearing the disco trousers. What are our powers exactly? The RCM.
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
1,000? Why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revachol.
Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
What else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station cold sleep. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
How can you be sure the arrestee will show up?
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
I see. And if someone resists?
As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power.
Wait, so if I kill someone while on duty, what happens to the people we convict? Who makes all these rules? What happens to the people we convict, Kim?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couronne and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
We are employed by the interim government that's the coalition is established after the revolution. We're not technically like proper police. If I kill someone while on duty.
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
Who makes
so
all
Kuno's a little bitch is not an acceptable answer.
I mean, if Kim could back up exactly how much of a bitch Kuno is, maybe.
Yes, he was a piece of shit.
He was real bad.
I was there.
The
The
coalition
detective was
government and the
justified in
Moral
shooting that child.
It was self-defense. His words were lethal. It was killing him constantly.
You can die trying to punch Kuno and falling over. It's a good way to die. Just go to punch a child, fail so badly you collapse, have a heart attack on the ground in front of the laughing child.
The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less.
This gaze is absently fixed on a window below that just went dark.
Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
Let's just say it was the citizens of Revachol.
Be sentimental if you like. Either way, the Moralinton leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
Or if they think you do.
What is the Moral Intern?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
Lots of people are very confused by, like, what are moralists supposed to be? I don't understand. This is this bizarre philosophy, and it's like it's America. It's just first world countries. It's what moralism is. It's just liberalism. They're just liberals. Has strange pieces of all the other ideologies in it. It's you. You're looking at you.
Mm-hmm. It's the average Joe.
The thought you get for becoming a moralist, it's one of the like political things you can be, is scathing. It's one of my favorite ones. The like description. If we don't get it, I'll try and dig it up and read it out one day.
I have to replay the whole game just to get that one thought.
We could get it. It might show up. If I didn't know, how would you describe them?
They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Those others say they continue the humanist project set forth by Dolores Day.
What's their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Something kind and usual.
It's kind of ominous that they call themselves the Moralists, to be honest.
Something ominous.
Something ominous. Who was Dolores Day?
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
What do you think of him, Kim?
The Moral Intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
It is more than that. There's some kind of affection in him.
Let's ask. You like the Moral Intern?
Yes, I did, when I was younger. In my 20s, I considered myself a moralist. A blue forget-me-not, a piece of the sky. They're not all that bad.
That's another leitmotif associated with moralism.
But the years have changed that. I don't know what I believe in now. No, I believe in the RCM. That's enough for me.
Kim is tragically pure cop. I have an opinion on Moral Intern. We need to fix this boy. We need to stop him from being a cop. He can stop us from being an alcoholic, and we'll stop him being a cop.
Do you?
The lieutenant arches his brow and then pulls on his cigarette. It's a slim white thing in his finger. Things are bad out there, point to the city. We need them here, giving us the right to police Revachol. We've done an awful job here. Have you seen this place? This isn't humanism. We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization, protecting bourgeois rights. More silently. Immigrants, liberal, kept fucking men are turning into women. Probably not going to say number 4. On second thought, I don't have an opinion. Forget about it. What do we think? I'm tempted towards 2. 3 would probably give us experience. We get to say bourgeois twice.
I think 2 goes with stuff a little bit. I don't know. I'm a 2 bean.
It's definitely not very humanitarian.
Yeah. It's not great here.
Poverty isn't exactly humanitarianism.
We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
Vigilantes is okay with me. Vigilantes sound bad. We should make our own law.
That's what vigilantism is.
Do you want to make our own laws?
No.
Oh, okay. Vigilantes sound bad.
They do sound bad.
I just... I wanted to see... I doubt Kim would engage with it, but I wanted to just be like, hey Kim, let's pretend and make our own laws. I don't think that's what he's gonna say, though. I don't think Kim would do it.
Sadly, it is what we already are to the people of Martinez. Most of them, at least, especially the Union. Vigilantes. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
He looks at the roundabout. Say nothing, just look into the night.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different inland, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
Why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. It's like I told you, this place is an orphan, fallen between the cracks.
In Jamrock and the GRIH?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land.
He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works. Our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
Hope our investigation will help improve the situation here. At least do some good. I don't want to say we won't change anything here.
Yeah.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
Thanks for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
Puts out the stub of his cigarette and looks to the door. There is, if you have Shiver's skill above 1, I don't know how much you need, but there's a Shiver's check there where you just like stare out into the world, and you can just look in all the directions, and it tells you what's over there.
It's kind of cool.
The city can sing to you. Just a little bit, just a line. Do you want to end day 1 so that next time we can start on day 2?
Yeah.
Oh wait, hang on. There is one thing we need to do. I'm gonna go to bed now, Kim. See you in the morning, Kim.
Night, Kim.
Night, Kim.
Oh, he's next door. That's so cute.
He faced through that door. He did not open
Get
it.
the boots!
Doesn't suspect a thing.
Yeah, so when we go and put that body in the fridge, and Kim realizes there's no boots on it, what do you think he's gonna say?
While we're wearing the boot.
Detective, where are the boots?
It'll be fine.
The man is decomposing visibly now.
get
Every
the-
hour,
let's get those
he
boots.
looks at the body
Kuno, you
is
better not
reluctant
snitch.
to let go of the boots, as though it were its last bit of dignity.
Wow. Kuno's little sneak pig's back for the booty.
Yeah, fuck it to pieces for us, liar cop.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
Pull on the right boot.
It's not completely useless. You're able to reveal a little more of the putrid polymer sock beneath the boot.
Pull on the left boot.
It feels like the leg is going to come off along with the boot, but you're able to get the boot to move a centimeter or two. Just relax. This is easy. This is happening.
Hell yeah.
See? The corpse doesn't care if you try to take his boots. He doesn't need them. He's probably glad to get rid of them.
Pick up the body and try to shake the boots off. Step on the cops as you pull on the boots. Try to twist the boots off one by one. What do we want to do? How are we going to manhandle this cops?
I don't want to step on the body.
This one's probably the one that damaged the body the least. Get the least gunk on us.
Probably.
Probably.
This is the right method. It takes some time, but eventually the boots come off, with nasty slices of polymer sock stuck to even bigger pieces of skin and rotting flesh.
We have Fairway the T500 boots with rotting flesh.
Let's
Let me
go.
skin the fucker up good. Puka style.
Hell, keep at it, pig.
Take stock of the damage.
Maybe
The legs
Kuno's is
look
more
like
impressed
they've
of
been
us
clawed
now.
at by wild
Maybe.
animals. As
Maybe
for
we
the
can
boots,
get to
you can't
Kuno.
possibly do anything with them until you've cleaned and disinfected them thoroughly.
You're not allowed to wear the boots while they're full of...
Yes, these absolutely need to be
Yeah,
washed
I wouldn't
before.
want to.
The stink
Yeah.
is incredible. Didn't the Whirling have a kitchen?
Oh.
Oh.
You saw nothing, Kuno.
Does Kuno care?
Oh, we didn't get a bonus.
Oh, that would have been so insane to be like, you know what? That was pretty rad.
You thought you were red when we shot the body down. We got +2 for that. You know what? We could, we got level up, right? We have 2 level up points. We could boost the stat, or we could add some more thoughts.
I want a thought. At least one.
What one are we thinking? We got Aces High.
Like Ace is high for what it represents.
Aces High.
I want to be best friends with Kim.
Yeah. We'll have to get to the rest later. I mean, we could add one more if we wanted. Or
I
could
think we
save
should
one.
bump into something else when we need it.
Okay. Do I have to ask Gat? I don't want to ask Gat.
God, can I clean
You
up
see
these
a heavy steel door with a
run
prominent dimple
shoes?
lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
Mystery door.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door
Welcome
is
to the
flush
Velvet
with its
Room.
frame on every side. Old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. 40, 50 years since this was painted, maybe.
Try to push the door.
The door does not budge.
Oh, I'll be back, door. Mark my words.
The door stands silent, unmoved by your words.
Got an objective for that. Gat, do I have to ask you if I want to clean some boots in your kitchen?
Can I help you? What thing? What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see any...
I thought we could clean the boots. Thought we had that move. On down controlled and... Oh, Oh, hang on, pot?
This industrial gas-powered stove has been used to prepare food for many hungry hostel guests. There are several pots and pans on hand.
Check out the cookware.
A commercial pot draws your attention. It's very large, gigantic even. It could be used to make enough stew to feed an entire city, and also to boil a putrid pair of death boots.
Now we're thinking. Check out the cleaning supplies.
There is a variety of soaps and bleaches in the cabinet to the left of the stove. There is also a bottle of white vinegar in the cabinet next to the fridge.
Soap. That's exactly what I need. Pour lots of dish soap into the pot. The boots are really disgusting. Pour some dish soap and the bottle of white vinegar into the pot. What do we think? Does that help? What do you clean cops' boots with? I just put everything in.
Yeah, literally everything under the
The
sun.
delicious smells of cheap soap and vinegar waft up from the pot. All right now, chef. Light up the stove and boil them.
Add water and the boots to the pot. Bring it all to a nice boil. Master Chef out.
The strong smell of vinegar forces you to step away from the pot. The water slowly comes to a boil.
Gap must at this point be wondering what the fuck we're doing.
Strips of polymer fabric and human tissue separate from the lining of the boots. They float to the bubbling surface.
Beautiful.
A 2-course dinner of rotten flesh and hardened ceramic.
Wait some more.
The boots look cleaner and cleaner. Those bits of human flesh are beginning to look cooked. You can smell it too.
That's a nasty soup we've made.
Just like beef stew.
A little more.
That's it, chef. The boots are as clean as they're going to get. Steam bits with the smell of strange meat disappears into the vent above the stove.
Dump the suck and flesh stew and examine your new boots.
A pair of real beauties. The boots are shiny, hot, and reek of vinegar. Just perfect.
Master Chef out. +2 authority, -1 composure. Look at space boots. Looks like some kind of future warrior. I kind of do want to be wearing them tomorrow when we meet him.
Have you ever seen what happens if you do wear them?
I don't think so.
Oh, hell yeah. I got a pair that looks just like him, Kim.
I just found these. You wouldn't believe it.
Someone was selling them today. Let's go check out the body. Oh my god, the boots are gone!
We bought these from Sea Lang. They were right in the bottom of the box. I didn't see them earlier.
Oh.
And I can't pick up these bottles. Terrible. I think we're done for day one. I think it's time.
The bed is cold.
We didn't do the thing that was the stream title, which, you know.
The sheets look awful.
I've been trying to work the thing that is the stream title into the stream. We'll get to that sometime. We'll get to the next world mural. The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Crawl in. I am considering looking at the thing for the next world mural, but we might need to pass time later, and it'd be helpful to have as much reading material as possible to do that. It's one of our old cases. Let's go to bed.
Let's crawl in.
Let's get in the EP.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin.
It's not a good bed.
The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep does.
Oh.
And then sleep doesn't come.
Okay.
But I want to sleep. That's me for real.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
It's the pillow. Check the pillow.
Check the pillow.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The
Flip it.
pillowcase smells oddly.
Check the blanket.
It barely covers your toes. Stretch it over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily.
Roll over to the other side.
It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
You were check the pillow, flip the pillow over man. I'm more of a roll over to the other side. Insomniac. Who killed him? Who?
Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
No more thoughts. Fall asleep now.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
What is this? I remember nothing. I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die.
What it says on the can, Harry. Answer the question.
I remember nothing.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
Tell me what this is. I'm not answering before you tell me who you are. You said, who? I left. I was left. Tell me what this is, Blood Cops.
Is this us writing out what happened, or is this just trying to just say what happened?
What happened has already happened. We can't write that.
You know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her, and then later in the streets, wandering. It's the worst day of all time, Harry dear. And it's coming. She will hear about it on the phone. Reality will turn into a grotesque nightmare. This will be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life?
You said, who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
Did we left or were we left?
Probably number 4.
We were probably left.
That seems more likely.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I can get it all back, or I don't want to come back. Probably one.
Probably one.
I mean, 2 seems pretty in character.
I don't want to come back.
They were only cramping your descent into the abyss. Now they're gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. All of it. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What is Elysium? I've talked to you before. I can come back from this. What is Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Isolas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
I've talked to you before.
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do. Even in your dreams. And the actor's wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed.
We have new shoes now, actually, and they're way better.
Stinky boy. They're very cool.
I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
I'm trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
Mikey W. Goodman is also an exceptionally good voice actor.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
God, there's another type?
Oh yes, party boy.
No.
And it's worse than the one before.
Oh,
Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
You okay, Harry? Do you have a thing? I was gonna leave it for next time, but we'll check what the thing is first.
Good going, buddy.
Oh my god, what the hell was that? I just had the most beautiful dream. Uplifting, rejuvenating. Is that how it's gonna be now when I close my eyes?
Yeah.
Yes. Wait till you see the one with the chick in it. It's gonna be a good one. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What chick electrochemistry?
You don't know? You don't know? Some broad that messed you up. It'll come to you. It always does.
The hell's going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
Why is this happening?
It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. Don't
We're
do
an
that.
addict.
Stay strong. The hangover will wear off. You don't need to keep doing this to yourself.
Love Felician. He's got you back always. Wait, what is this speed? I need to get more of that then. Detecting is my life. Opt in. No, I can take this. I'm not gonna go looking for speed. What do we think? Do we... We could ask for more information.
Yeah. What is speed?
What is speed?
Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor? You got up from this floor because of a holy vow you made 16 years ago. With me. To wake up exactly 7:30 every morning until the day you die.
That's
Yeah,
kind
it's me.
of cool.
Yeah.
It's me getting up at 5 a.m. every day.
I mean, maybe you should renegotiate the terms of that deal.
I don't know. I feel like I made that deal when I was like 6, and I just can't get out of it.
Don't be silly. There was no vow. You were high on speed. That was the only reason you got up. You can't detect without it. It's that simple.
What do you think? Are we gonna go looking for speed?
I don't
I
think
wanna-
we should take speed.
Yeah, I think we should try to
If
get
we're-
over it.
If we're not sure if we should be drinking, we probably shouldn't go take speed.
Look, electrochemistry, in my own run, you'd be my homie, but we've been outvoted.
I can take this. I'm not gonna go looking for speed.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
Who am I kidding? Of course I want some speed. It's a lie. I
No.
can do without the speed. Half the town won't be dead.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
Harry's not doing so good this morning. He's having a really bad day. Hopefully, he'll be cheered up by Kim reacting to his boots next time. I'm gonna find someone to raid, I think. Unless you want to do that right now.
No, I think we should save it as a little
Yeah.
tease for next time.
I'm hoping I forgot by then,
boy.
and it's a nice surprise. So we're just gonna end on that catastrophic downer. That whole sequence that just
No.
happened. So
I mean,
this is my
moral-
favorite. Sorry.
Moral of the story is alcohol is the solution, I guess.
I guess.
I guess that's the solution.
Does anyone have anyone on?
I think my friend VQ is streaming, but
I can raid anyone. I got nothing.
yeah, my friend VQ is streaming. Let me find him. Unless there's someone else people want to raid.
I don't think so. No.
Can't wait for it. Glad to hear it, Samuel.
What her name in chat? She's playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
That is gonna be quite the change.
The tone
in-
shift.
Yeah. Stat time is 6 p.m. our time. I don't know what time that is in your time, Samu. It's gonna be somewhere around 6 hours different.
What's the time zone?
I don't know. Our time zone's GMT.
We're currently on GMT, yeah.
It's
until
about 3.5 hours ago. Next week.
Figure out. Yeah, we try and start at the same time every week or thereabouts. Sometimes we're a couple of minutes different. And I'm gonna start the red.
It's always my fault when we're late. Blame me.
It's not true. It's
That's me most of the
it's everyone's fault. We
Blame me,
all
yeah.
share.
As the newest fucknut, all the responsibility falls on my shoulders.
Don't want to miss the Kim boots. Hey everyone, this is my this is like my favorite video game. It's one of my favorite video games. It's about being a sad man who's like really unwell. And you go around and you think about things.
Every part of your brain has been dissected into a stat.
Yeah. Well, it's like different kind of thoughts are like different, and when you've played it, you kind of like, Oh, I sometimes have thoughts, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's one of those ones. Oh, that's that one guy. I know that guy. I got really high in that stat. I don't know.
When you're the kind of person that actively converses with your own brain, this game is like a lot better.
Yeah, is that all of us?
Is that like I actively converse with my own brain a lot, but I don't think that's a regular human experience.
Look, some people have the notepads, some people talk to their brain. We have 20 seconds left. I'm gonna hit the button. Everyone say goodbye.
Okay, bye everybody.
Bye.